A robotic polishing buffering the bird. Hello, Purple Aki. How's you gentlemen doing? Dan Nelson. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, gentlemen. Don't be afraid to hit that link and come join us up on panel. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but that's the exciting thing, isn't it? What will we talk about? For me, I'm sitting here in the rain, got everything under plastic, packed up and under plastic. I've minimalized my things as well. Now, I'm going to turn my camera on and I'm going to show you something. There's my grizzles. You see how shiny the floor is? Because it's raining in Benidorm. You see the river coming through. You see my neighbor because he hasn't got a clue. I told him off for moving so close to me today. That one. Because, in all fairness now, this shelter is only enough space for one comfortably. I mean, what freedom does the Grizzlies have? You know, like, yeah, he stretches out as far as there, and now he's restricted to there because that can't be in there. And that's what I told him. You're not considering myself and my dog, so why the fuck should I consider you? I don't know if you can see up against there, all up there, as where these things are normally, and it's filled up with rubbish. I'm not living like that. I've cleaned up all around me, and in a minute, when there's more water available, I'll be scrubbing our floor. Well, if Brisbane needs to have a piss, he can piss all over the fucker. I ain't gonna stop him. Hello, my darling. You want some lovins? Oh, my darling. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Eh? That's our seagull friend, Ronnie. She's up there somewhere, out of sight, but I can hear her. Going in the man cave? Oh, yeah. Straight in the man cave. Yes, 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 Travis. Couldn't see you. Wickedy wicked, Travis. Yeah, all is good here, but all is good. Except we got a fucking neighbor with no imagination. But he gonna get wet, and that's his problem. I was the first over here. This is my fucking territory. They don't like it. Do something about it. You get me? Yeah, he's from the Soviet Union. He ran away from there more than 20 years ago. I've been a complete pisshead ever since. A pure waste of space, a pure waste of time, a pure waste of resources by my standards. And I got pretty okay standards, especially in this business area. You know, like a lot of people agree with me. I tell you, that is for Blackie. Don't be tempting me, bro. You know I'm easily influenced. I'm glad you didn't suggest putting the umbrella or the plastic tarp over him, because I wouldn't. For many others, I would. Yeah, for many others, I would. But for folk that don't respect themselves, I'm not respecting them. I'm following the guidelines in the Bible and the Quran and every other fucking religious book. You get me? Yeah. If them's a waste of space, if they're an energy sucker, if they're negativity, don't encourage them. And that's always confused me about the church. Why does the church encourage such negativity and negative peoples? Baffles the fuck out of me. But just be grateful I'm not king. If I were king, I'd make war on all these fucking wrong'uns. I'd eradicate them from the face of my earth. And if I was God, they wouldn't fucking exist. You know, more to the point, Travis, yeah? There's not one business on this yellow brick road that'll argue with me. There's not one business that doesn't invite me, that hasn't made me welcomed. And listening to all these business peoples, them saying the rest of them scumbags ain't welcomed in here. That scumbag there, that scumbag there, they're not welcome here. But there's something about you, Steve. We like you. Even got dog walkers that says, Steve, we don't want you to go. But those other people, they do need to go. One dog walker that we've been very friendly with, sorry, they're a couple, and they've introduced us to their family. Now, she's a Dutch jewelry maker, and today, out of the blue, she said, I feel, Steve, that you're very spiritual, that you've got some shamanic qualities about you. She says, would you be offended if I gave you some rocks, some minerals? And I said, my dear, I get called a shaman, a magician, almost everywhere I go. So she came at me with some amethyst. Can you see that perfectly? Or will I turn the brightness up? Turn the brightness up. Yeah, that's purple amethyst, right? It comes from a rock. That's one stone. Here's the other one. This one, I need to refer to the paper she wrote down names. And this one is called. Ah, okay. So can somebody write this? Apophylit. 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 Barb's Pinion, my darling. The only woman on this platform I said I'd gladly go on a date with. Welcome in, my lovely. That's the one. She didn't spell it with a E, yeah. But this one, yeah, apparently it dissolves in water, yeah. But look, can you see that? Okay, it's got a wee pink one just there, yeah. But these are clear crystals. Oh, look, time to turn the camera around. We got a hunt on. Look, he recognized the seagull was eating his dinner. There's Ronnie over there. Can you see her? That's Ronnie. She's my pet, but grizzlies don't like her stealing his dinner. He don't mind her otherwise. Oh yeah, you can see them crystals a bit better now, can't you? Um, and that's what you get for being welcomed. Uh, and the same people that gave me these minerals gave an explanation of what them for. But because I was really, really distracted, I didn't pay much attention. So I will have to do some research and know exactly what it is I'm carrying. Smells like perfume. So very beautiful gestures. They told you she written down. And these same people I spoke to today, and I said, listen, I might have to go away. because the amount of fucking scumbags that's accumulating here, I'm not happy with them. The community's not happy with them. And I feel like I'm a bit of an attraction for them and a distraction for other things that's going on around here. Oh, really? Nice one, Barb's opinion. Oh, that is so awesome. And I'll tell you for why. I nearly threw away my salt today. Yeah, I nearly threw away my salt. But as I was pouring the thing, bit boxes into the bin, I seen my salt pot, and I grabbed it just in time. Otherwise, it would have gone deep into the bin. So I'm happy I didn't throw my salt away. Now there's a double reason why I kept it. Not just for me fish and chips, for example. Not just for rinsing my mouth, for another example, but for cleansing the crystals. Personally, I trust the energy of the people that have passed these crystals. Yeah, look, I'm going to show you again. There's our Ronnie. Ronnie, 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 come and eat Grizzly's dinner. Ronnie, Ronnie. Here she comes. I got a text message today about the passing of one across on this platform. And I remember calling him out to be a creepy fucker with the sort of voice that my father told me if they ever called up to hang the phone up on him straight away. Because then we got them dirty old man creepy voices and tendencies. Look, told you I fucking um, packed up. Nice one, buddy. How's you doing? Plastic African. What's saying? What's saying? What's saying? So yeah, I minimalized today, but not enough. See my shopping trolley, right? My granny trolley is like it's full, and it doesn't need to be. It's full up with beer and bottled water, bottles this size, bottles of beer, cans of beer. I don't even fucking drink beer, so why am I filling up my trolley with beer? It's extra weight. Takes up a lot of space in my cool box, and I do have a cool box, and I got a cool bag. All these morons walking around in the rain. It don't make sense. You want to see something funny? There's a river. There's a river. There's a river. There's a river. He's gonna be wet in no time. But that's the stupidity of people, isn't it? Uh, some people ain't worth the brains they're born with, and that's one of them. Right. I think it's time to roll a joint. But where did my pot land? I know it's in here somewhere because I put it in there. Not under them. Oh, sounds like we've got some visitor. I was too slow then to see who that was. So who is that? It says it's Plastic African. Right. Hello, Plastic African.
Ah, is your internet giving you shit, is it? You're on mobile.
No, no, I got good
Oh,
internet, bro. I
where are
probably
you?
got better internet than you.
Well, I don't know about that, but where are you? Where you at?
Where do you think I am? I'm in Benidorm.
You're in Benidorm. Awesome. What's it like at this time of year?
Yeah.
Warm? Warm?
Today, this
Rainy?
evening, not so warm. This
Yeah.
evening is raining and it's a little bit fresh. It's taken the
Still
heat that's been built up
got
over the
that
last
chill.
couple of
Oh,
weeks.
still got that chill on the med. Yeah.
Uh, we've got Ashley Moore coming to the panel.
Oh,
I-
that's
Is
good.
that Ashley Moore? Ashley Moore, is that you? Where's your camera turned off?
Who, me or them?
Oh, Ashley. No,
Okay then.
Ashley Moore. Where's Ashley Moore's camera turned off?
You running this all on your phone, eh?
Yeah, man.
Good on you. Jeez, how much did your how long does your battery last? Jeez, you must be burning.
Well,
Jesus.
actually, I get about 5 hours from one live stream.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah.
Solid. That's not bad, man. Pretty good.
Ashley, is that you?
Yep.
Ashley. Oh, it is
Hello.
you. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, right? Plastic African. Yeah. I used to have a rugged phone. Okay. And when I started live streaming, I used to be able to do 18-hour live streams with my rugged phone.
With your what? With your phone?
With my Alcatel. It was an Alcatel rugged phone. Yes.
Oh
And I
wow.
used to be able to do 18 hours straight out
Wow.
with that phone.
That's crazy, man. That's mad. And I mean, that's cool. You at least you're utilizing that.
Yeah. Somebody turned my
Jesus,
volume up
man.
to full volume. I don't
Oh
like
yeah.
being on full volume.
Yeah, you can still have, battery going into it, but it can burn out a lot. It's you gotta be careful, you know?
Oh
Uh,
yeah, well I learned that one. I learned that
yeah, I
one.
bet you have. Yeah, good. Oh, it's a bit hard,
There's one thing plugging in the power banks or using the phone when on charge, but it does kill the phone a lot. Yeah,
It
it
does.
takes a
Yeah,
lot more out of the phone.
yeah, it starts burning it because it doesn't like the heat exchange. Because it's not good. So you have a fan on it, or get something better. Well, anyway, how are you keeping? How are you keeping, Steve? You okay?
Apparently so.
You look all right. You know, you still got some
Yeah.
good color. Lost the hair.
Oh yeah, I shaved. It's not like I've lost the hair. I shaved it. I know where it's at, so it's not lost hair. Yeah, it's in the fucking garden over there. Yeah. And what you been up to, Plastic African?
Living usual shit. I don't know how long usual
Yeah.
shit. Living.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too excited, man. You know, I haven't gone anywhere special. You know, just living, just doing jobs on and off. You know what it's like.
Arr,
Uh,
I do
yeah,
know what it's like
road to
doing
road,
a job.
and to deal with the family matters and this issue. You know, just the boring crap as you get old. Uh,
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm not
You
even
must
that
have
old, but
loads of money then. You must have loads of money if you're bored. Because
mm,
I find that with a lot of people, yeah, like if they've got money, they're the most bored,
no,
depressed fuckers going.
no. I'm not depressed and bored. No. I'm good on that way. I work. You know, and the boredom goes to me, to what the fuck I need to get up with. Well, I've had an exciting life as a young man. I said I've lived. I've been up there high, yeah. So it's hard to always reach those pinnacles of where the heights are, the heavy ones, and that's not just like drugs and pot. That's like high life, high octane. Yeah? You know what I mean? You know what I
I disagree. I disagree. Yeah, I've had a high life. Yeah, I've had a life full of excitement and adventure, right? And for
mean? Yeah,
me, that's what keeps me. That's what keeps me going. Is knowing that I've had those adventures and that I'm prepared for more adventures.
yeah. Of course. I okay. Good for you. You know, good for you.
I mean, we're about the same age. Yeah, I'm in my late 40s. Yeah, 47 to be precise. So just
Yeah.
looking at you, I know we're similar age group.
Can
So
you
it's
hear
like,
me,
you
Plastic
know,
African?
yes,
Mm.
yes, I hear you.
Your picture's not coming up on mine, Steve. That's all.
Oh, I hear you. Your picture's not coming up on mine. Yeah, you got some fucking big titted. Actually, are
Yeah.
they tits?
Big
I
boobs.
don't think they're real tits.
There he is.
They're not. It's IA.
There we go. There you are. Go on. Come up again, you bastard.
IA augmentation.
Ha!
Uh,
Nice. Oh, no. It's all good, Steve. My things are commitments to people I need to see through in life. I can't run away from some commitments, huh? You understand that? So
yep, I
I'm
understand
cool
that.
where I sit right now. I'm okay. And when things are done and I get to shut things down, then I can move on with others. But between that, as I do, I've been a bit lazy. I need to work harder, find my grift, as they will. But I just, float on by. I'm cool. You know?
Hmm,
Yeah.
I do, yep. I hear that from a lot of people. I hear that
Good.
from Ashley, the fella that's on panel with us there. Uh, I hear the same from him. He's got responsibilities. He can't just pick up and
I'm
pick
not going
himself
to.
up and
No, I can't,
leave.
man. No. No, I'm not going to. These are human lives. I can't do that. A few years left. Give me that, man. That's up to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look
Yeah.
after. That's family. Yeah. Remember that.
Oh yeah. See, if
So
I was
yeah.
family orientated, I'd be looking after my families. You get me, yeah? But I'm not family orientated. Yes, they can all fuck off.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. We've had a missions on it, but your family is still at home in Britain, waiting for you. This is your home here in Britain.
I got family in Ireland. I got family in Britain, and they're not fucking waiting for me. I can promise you that. Yeah.
I am. We are British family, right? That's the connection. You're the one that's away from the land you're from, not the other way around. So God bless you.
I can promise you now. Yeah. There ain't no fucking family member waiting for me.
It's not like that. I was saying to me, you out there. I live in England.
Oh,
I am your family. Oh, jeez, man, get with the program.
oh,
You understand that? Yeah.
well, I'm starting to different vocabulary. Well, same vocabulary, just different use of the vocabulary.
Terminology.
Yeah,
All good, brother. All good. Hey, boy. Ah, he's a healthy looking
this
lad.
is telling Ronnie if
Seagull.
Ronnie comes in
Seagull
to
there.
the
Look.
dinner, he's
That's
getting
cool.
eaten.
I love it.
He will to the dinner.
What does it
Ronnie,
taste?
you want to be dinner?
Go on, get it.
You gonna eat her, Chris? At least we know what she's eating, eh? She's eating your dinner. You gonna fuck her up?
Yeah, you got rid of your hair as well, didn't you? Your hair. What you done
Yeah.
with your hair? Your hair. Did you get lice? Did you?
Wishful thinking there. No. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't remember having lice ever. Right? I've had ticks. I've lived in places
Ooh,
and
ticks.
I've had
Ooh, that's
ticks.
nasty. Oh, yeah.
The seagull's trying to eat him.
Oh,
Look at that. The seagull trying to eat that fella.
I see him.
It's starting to
You on him there.
eat. Oh, you're beautiful, Ronnie. I love you. Come and eat the grizzly's dinner.
Dude sleeping there, Steve.
Yeah, look.
Is he proper out? Is he one of your compadres? Is he with you?
There's he fuck. There's he
Is he?
fuck.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
an
it.
intruder
He's an intruder on your ground,
on my turf.
on
Yeah,
your dirt, on your dirt. Ah, you're a funny guy,
yeah.
Steve. You're a funny
Fucking
guy.
absolutely unwelcome,
Oh,
but self-righteous. You know those righteous ones, those entitled ones. Yeah,
well,
they're gonna intrude on whatever they fucking decide to. You know, because they're entitled. That's what we're dealing with. This one.
good.
Uh,
It's good to have you. It's good that you look healthy. You look good, man. You look alright. I like
You
it. I
know
like
what?
it.
Yeah, I've been eating fucking fillet steak nearly every week. I've been eating fish nearly every week. I've been
Good.
eating food every day, like
Yeah,
meals. Yeah,
yeah.
every day.
I eat well, bro.
Since November. Well,
Good on you.
since a bit before November. I think it was since June. So nearly a year now. I've been eating good food every day. As soon as I walked away from that fucking Dutch fella that I'd working for, restoring his swimming pool and shit, as soon as I walked away from him, I just started getting healthier and healthier. Yeah. Alicante during the summer last year, I was eating a fair bit of junk food, but since then, proper meals with meat and veg or fish and veg. Well, Barbs, I said exactly the same earlier. You know, like when he dragged these things down here, I don't know what the fuck you doing coming around here. You're not fucking welcome. Yeah, you're taking the piss in actual fact. But in his inebriated vocabulary, um, he set camp. But you know what's funny? Is he's sleeping in the rain. You know, the rainwater is washing down from that slopey area, washing down from over there, and it's gathering there. So stupidity knows best.
Do you have a bivy bag? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what a baby bag is. I know I don't. I got a tent, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Look, I got my own tent.
Yeah.
I got a roll up house. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
home. It rolls up and it fits in my rucksack, and it weighs about 2.5 kilos. It's
Nice.
fucking
Really?
banging.
Yeah. But you're in
That's
the
super
south. It
intelligent.
doesn't get too cold, does it? Really?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't go like yeah. So what is it? 4 season or 3 season bag you got?
What, my tent?
No, your sleeping bag. Like how
Oh,
cold
I
can it?
don't have a sleeping bag. Look, I didn't be equivalent of a sleeping bag. It's a duvet. Yeah.
Oh,
And then look
okay,
underneath, yeah, I got a fucking fat
a long mat.
this is
A long
feather
mat.
food. That's a
Yeah,
feather
long mat.
food. Yeah. And then I got carpet underneath that.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
yeah. So good. So it keeps you off the ground proper. Good on you.
It
Yeah.
keeps me insulated on ground level.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You have to make comfort. Yeah, good on you.
Mate, I've been doing this shit since I'm 15 on and off.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm
I know.
47. Yeah.
I know, Steve. I know you. This is you institutionalized this, Steve. I know. I know. I'm not taking the piss out of you. I'm not going to do that.
I
You
know.
understand?
I was
I
just
won't look
clarifying. I
down
was
at
just
you. My friend. I wouldn't look, but I wouldn't look the other guy over the way to you. I wouldn't look down at him. I don't know the beef between you, but I wouldn't do the both. You understand?
he's a fucking wino. He's a wino. Yeah,
Ah,
he got one responsibility and that's to get drunk.
oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How long you down there for then?
I've been in Benidorm since November.
Last year. Jeez, quite a bit. Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
And I came up this end of Benidorm end of November,
And
early December.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was sleeping under an abandoned chicken restaurant. I was sleeping there for a long time, where I had the AstroTurf ground, and yeah, that was proper. But then the Chinese bought it. It had been abandoned for 7 years, and then the Chinese bought it, put up a fence, and the
Oh,
local said, "Steve, move across the way there."
mm.
So I moved over here. And now the same Chinese, have bought all these buildings.
Yeah. Well, money. It's all money. The Brits are getting
And
out of there.
about a week ago, a couple of Chinese fellas came here, and they was in that building. They tried removing these signs, but they didn't have scissors or pliers or a knife. And I was just about to offer them a knife when I said, "Are you the gentleman that bought these buildings?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "So, do you want me to go?" And they said, "No, you're good for the community."
Well, good for the. All right. Weird. The Chinese.
Weird? What's weird?
Well, no. It's fine. That's not weird. That's just me. I think it's the Chinese influence as well from Benidorm. But I guess the Chinese are everywhere because you got to spread your money wide and get it back clean somewhere. Hey, you take care, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Remember?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I
go
was
on.
just going to say, remember whose money the Chinese are spending?
Oh, America, I guess.
What?
I mean,
They're
oh,
more likely to be spending Russian or North Korean money
that way.
in
Yeah,
modern
yeah,
times.
yeah. Yeah.
Modern times.
I mean, inflated in some ways because of Africa as well. So there's a lot going on in here, in terms of where you think you're outside as well. Remember that, because you are in some ways. You're still for a collective of that our nation, of our enterprise, the world, right? Yeah, you do. This alone, you're a product, man. Steve, you are.
Listen, bro.
You
Listen,
know, man.
bro. Yeah, you know when you know when you put in your application for nationalization of a foreign country, you give
Yeah.
up your roots. That's exactly what I've been doing. I
And
put in application
okay.
for Spanish
I know.
nationalization.
I know. I remember you saying that. Yeah. I hope you get it as well. Yeah. Good. Good. And if you, yeah, but the Spanish, I believe, have given 500,000, right, citizenships to people that have come over from Eritrea. Well, I hope you're one of them. Should have registered. Yeah. Take it easy,
All right,
Steve.
you be good.
Hey, thank you for having me
You be
up there.
good.
And you look good, man. And
Thank you.
take care. Hey.
Boy,
Don't be shy.
plastic.
Cheers,
Bye,
Ashley.
Plastic. Nice to see you.
You be safe, Ashley, as well. Keep this man company for a bit while he looks over at the wino, as the dog looks over at the Steven Seagal eating the wino. I know, good on you. No, honestly,
Good luck.
I'm in awe of that life you try to have because you've kept it going. I understand, bro. Don't get me wrong. I do, I do understand. You're not the only boy I know that lives a life nomadically. You know,
Thank you.
and it really, wondrous to say you always keep a good smile and a great spirit that goes on. It's enduring. It is enduring, bro, and it really is something that admirable. That's the word I wanted. Enduring and admirable that you live. You're a good soul, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I shall see you soon. Okay,
Good luck, yeah. You be good.
I'll see you soon. You know.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Plastic African. You take care. So, Ashley, what are you saying?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm here, dude. I'm. What I'm saying is, I've had Colombian food for 2 days on the trot at lunchtime. Very good food, man. Whoa, I love Colombian food now. I never really had it before. It's very good. What I'm
Oh,
saying
you've been
is,
going to a restaurant?
I ran into a little Colombian restaurant because the place I went to go to eat, a fish restaurant, was closed for summer, so they were not open for a month or so anyway. So the next door
Huh.
place is a fried chicken, roast chicken place, and I've had that and they're good. And then the next door over was a Colombian restaurant.
No. And now you're back home.
Yeah, I came home today. I didn't want to broadcast any information about my goings on with Arctic Nick in the background.
That wasn't Nick in the background. That was a troll trying to plague me.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell. He was laughing and going, ha
Oh,
ha.
I can.
I can't tell because I just see it says Arctic Nick. I just take it for granted that it might well be him, but it could be somebody playing around, like you say. So anyway, I ran into somebody on the seafront, right?
Right.
Interesting, isn't it? When people tell lies about you or tell lies about a situation,
Right.
they've got a lot of people to tell the same lies to, yeah?
Right.
Because when you go out with a fella for 4 years and he's part of your life, and you intentionally reverse discard the guy because you don't want him around, but you don't want it to look like you got rid of him. You want it to look like he got rid of you. You have to create a load of stories. And a glaring inconsistency in this story was revealed to me yesterday evening. It was a really unpleasant conversation, I must say, but still.
So let me get let me get the details or put an idea that I have. Yeah, you met up with some old friends that know you and your ex, and
Not a friend,
they were saying this and saying that.
a family
Associates.
person. Family.
Okay, her family members.
Yeah.
Okay, so I worded it wrong. I should have said associates. Yeah. So you've bumped into associates. They've spoken about this and that of your relationship with your ex, and you had to correct them.
Yeah. It's not
Well,
that in the. It's
that's
not
what
her
you
in the
get for
picture,
going down
Lee.
memory lane, isn't it? That's what you get for going down memory lane.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's very revealing. You see, it's painful, but it's also very important because, first of all, this person didn't even recognize me at all, and my Spanish is a lot better now than it was 10 years ago.
Hello, Lee Carrick, DJ Pink.
And
Right?
they didn't recognize me. I said, "Perdona, señora, no me conoces. Don't you know me?" No, I don't know you. Da, da, da. And I just said her name to her. And that kind of took her aback because she's like, why is this guy I don't know telling me my name? And I says, you sure you don't know who I am? And she goes, oh yeah. No, and it was a very strange conversation. But anyway, she tried to tell me that this person suffered a great deal because of the breakup of the relationship, which is absolute fucking bullshit.
From your perspective.
Well, no,
From your
it's
perspective. But the perspective from a family member of your ex, they witness the close encounterments, the regular communications, and they see things differently.
well, you have to understand that people who are in that kind of frame, these kind of types of people, that's how would we call it? That's very well investigated and documented information that they try to spin a fake narrative from the very early stages of trying to get their fake narrative going to discredit the other person, you see. And that's what I'm saying. If you're spinning fake narratives to lots of different people, you've got to get all those different stories to line up. If they're inconsistent, glaring inconsistencies in the story, then they trip up, you see. And that's what that phrase from Don Quixote, the Don Quixote writer Cervantes, said, that the truth can be stretched very thin, but it never breaks, and it always rises above the lies like oil floating on water.
Mm.
Because she came here
Why
to
have you
visit
gone
me.
quiet?
Hey?
I hear you talking again. Yeah, fair play. I was wondering why you went too quiet. Who came to visit you?
She came to visit me 6 months after the end of the relationship on my birthday, completely unannounced, with her sister and her brother-in-law. And her brother-in-law is a powerful politician down there right now.
Mm.
And they visited me on my birthday, and she called and says, "Oh, I'm coming to see you. I'm with my sister. We're coming to see you on your birthday." I goes, "What? What are you talking about? You're not coming to see me. Why would you be coming to see me?" "Oh, yeah, but we're already on our way," she says. I should have just put my foot down and said, "No, fuck you. You're not coming anywhere near me," right? But because I was nostalgic and all the rest of it, I goes, "All right, well, as you're already on your way, you might as well fucking come now." and and she didn't mention anything about suffering because of any breakup, neither with me or with the brother-in-law and the sister-in-law. You see, so this brother-in-law and sister-in-law have a certain view of what went on. Yeah, they don't know that she suffered a great deal because of the relationship breaking up, or maybe that woman yesterday just felt like she wanted to make that up to try and make the waters a bit muddy.
Yeah, maybe. That sounds logical as well, doesn't it? Because people do that, don't they? Just to rub it in and make it feel good. Oh, she loves me. Oh, oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, people do that.
Now I told her all the things that I had to say about this woman because I was quite a little bit angry that first of all she didn't recognise me. Second of all that I just disappeared out of all our lives without a trace and without any explanation, without anybody saying anything, and nobody ever asking about what happened to that English guy, what happened to him, what happened to that guy who paid for your apartment, and all the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
And she kept smiling while I was telling it to her because is this supposed to be funny? I asked her that several times. She kept smiling. I'm like, why is this to you funny? Is this a funny thing that I'm telling you about? That your cousin is a serial abuser of people? Is it funny? Oh no, but she's not like that. And she just kept trying to convince me that it wasn't how it is. I was like, dude, you are fucking out of your mind. Great. I tell you, it's great when you
Well,
catch somebody and they don't know who you are and you know who they are. It really puts them off balance. You know what I'm saying? If someone came up to you there today and said, "Oh, hello, you're Stephen such and such," and you don't recognize them. You'd be like, "Who? What? How does this person know my name?" You know.
Yeah. So you could have pretended to be your twin brother. You could have got some real information and played a real game.
Well, no, because she's not going to
Well, yeah,
open
you
up.
could have.
She's not going to open up to someone she don't know, is she? Or engage in a conversation with someone she's got absolutely no like, you know, at first she didn't know, and then oh yeah, and then she knew who I was, and I'm like, oh yeah, righto. Her fella's
Well,
Iranian. He's an Iranian bloke.
oh dear. Is his name Ali Khan?
His name's Amir.
Oh. So maybe it's hereditary. Maybe the whole fucking family's a bunch of narcissistic bastards then. Eh?
Well, it's funny you say that because one day we went round their house and she was absolutely horrible to the fellow that she's with, this Amir. She's calling him some horrible things, and I'm like, I don't know what he did that upset her, but her way of talking to this guy was just the sort of horrible way that my ex used to talk to me.
Well, there you go then. It's hereditary. Is the Iranian fella, is he an oil related fella? Does his family own oil? Is he rich?
No, he's been in Spain
Is
many,
that,
many years. He's been in Spain since before 1980, I would say, and he's been involved in
oh, so he's
promotion
old
of.
then.
He's been in promotion of apartments and timeshare complexes, a building of complexes and timeshare shit, all that kind of business.
So he's a rich Iranian. Definite then. So that family's full of gold digging narcissistic wenches. The sort of women that your father should have warned you about.
My father wasn't much good with anything like that, I must say. He was terrible with that. Did your yeah, but you see, did your father were your mum and dad together?
Nope. Nope.
So you see,
My father did a wham bam thank you ma'am on my mother and yeah, never looked back.
but eventually you ended up being in his custody.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fucking mistake. That was a fucking yeah, that was a mistake. That was something that mother definitely regretted. Although yeah, she always said I was my father's son. So she was kind of grateful at the same time, I think.
Well, I guess the mothers like to think that the father's going to play some role in the child's life, even if it's a bit negative, you know, but still.
Oh, she went to town on him. She yeah. He took her to court and took custody in England, but she came to Ireland when I was in foster care to try and get me back to get back to England. Yeah, from Ireland. She came to Ireland and took him to court for abduction.
Hmm. Oh, right. Okay. Because he took you to Ireland and didn't get permission.
Yep.
That's kind of like
Correct.
child abduction, isn't it? It's quite serious,
Yep.
that is.
Yeah. Yeah. But see, Southern Ireland didn't share the same laws as Britain. And Britain didn't share the same laws as Ireland. I mean, if the mother was rich, she could have done something about it. But because she was a drunk asshole, it went against her.
Yeah, well. So what I've got to do now is exploit the inconsistencies in this story and bring that to the attention of parties that might, I don't know whether people have
Man,
got.
just forget about it. Just forget about
Yeah,
it. Move on.
I
Yeah, dry
know.
your eyes, man. There's plenty more
So
fish in
easy,
the sea.
so easy to say.
Listen, bro.
Let,
Yeah,
let me give you.
living up
Let
on
me
your
give you
fucking
a.
mountain. No, no, no. Let me keep telling you this, right? And hopefully one day it will drum into you. Living up in your mountain, all you're doing is reminiscing. Keep going back to Frigolona, going to Nerca. All you're doing is reminiscing. You're going back on haunted grounds. Okay, move the fuck on. Yeah, go exploring different places. Yeah, and revive yourself. Restore yourself because the world is fucking beautiful. But keep going backwards. Yeah, you're just going to be reminded of the fucking bullshit that that you keep complaining about.
You've a very valid point. But let me just say one thing. You remember the Birmingham Six, don't you?
Nope,
The
never met them.
Birmingham
I
Six.
think there was a
The
movie
Birmingham
made
Six.
about them.
Eh?
I think there was a movie made about them, or was that the Guildford Six?
There was the Guildford Four and the Birmingham Six.
Oh yeah.
They were IRA terrorists, accused of being IRA terrorists and having planted a bomb in a pub in Birmingham, which killed quite a lot of people in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
A pub
I see. I
packed full
never
of
really
people,
paid attention
revelers at
to
night
it.
drinking, and a bomb goes off.
I seen in the name of the Father with Daniel Day Lewis. Is it like something like that?
Well, I haven't seen it, but what happened is they accused these six people of planting this bomb and killing all these people, and they weren't even guilty. They'd been framed.
Oh yeah. Well, that happens a lot. Anyways, they shouldn't have been fucking hippies or whatever they were then, should they? The wrong place. Or, yeah, they were up to something in order to get the false charges.
Well, anyway, the police fitted them up, and they were found guilty and spent a lot of years in prison, right?
Right.
You could say that I've spent maybe the last 10 years of my life in prison.
Take care. Thank you. I'm gonna listen to a minute. I'm in Chinese for I want to take away.
I'm in here. I'll turn my camera off if you're in the Chinese.
Gracias.
Custard tart times 2K. Innocent people go to jail all the time, custard tart. Yeah. Yeah, they do. So you're innocent and you go to jail, and after 10 years you get out because they realise you weren't supposed to be in there. It's not easy just to carry on. Just to say, oh well then let's just get on with life. You suffer a lot of damage, and the damage is crippling. It's difficult, and I'm sure you understand what I mean anyway. But you get a terrible damage to your self-image, and it's difficult to sell yourself again in the future. Then not just a mental, physical self-image; it's actually physical. I look at myself in the mirror, and I look fucking terrible. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the fuck happened to me, but I'll show you a photo of me from 2016. Yeah, and I look great. Well, okay, I don't look great, but I look like a person who's been released from prison. Anyway, I know that. Now then, this fucking grog. It's just lagging like fuck, dude. Why the fuck is this lagging? I want to quit this. I don't want even want to. I don't even want to see it running. Yeah. Yeah, let it go. That's what I'm on it. Don't give her any more of your time. Let it go. Just get on with your life. Yeah, but I mean, I just thought ends up that you just don't have any life to get on with anymore. I'm fucking. I've worked my fucking ass off my whole life to accomplish something, and ended up having something that is worth nothing. Might be worth something to somebody who wants to buy a Porsche and buy a motorbike and buy a yacht and get a nice fancy house in a funny neighbourhood. Although I wouldn't get very far these days with what I've got left, the way house prices are. Anyone who wants to live in a decent house these days, well, look at me. I'm living in a shitty house, but a very privileged position. Other people are living in nice houses in a very shitty situation. So it's just up and down, isn't it? It's all swings and roundabouts. I want this thing off. I don't want to see Dropbox. I want Dropbox to go away. Sinking upgrade. Fuck off. Just go away. That's all I want it to do. Just get off the screen, disappear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gracias. I go ahead. I wait outside. Thank you. Ah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I was waiting for me food. I've come to the Chinese. I don't remember what I've ordered, but I know it's going to be a big feed. Yep.
You're hungry then?
Yeah. I haven't eaten yet today, apart from some pastry.
Those Colombian meals that I had today and yesterday were €11 each, menu del dia. You didn't get any pudding, but you got an opener and a starter and a main course
All
and a
right.
drink. And you got this free drink
All
of
right.
kind of like a fruit drink with ice in it. I don't know whether it was fruit. It's called panala or something like that.
Oh,
Panale, something like that. It was called. It was good, yeah, good food, really filling and tasty and fresh.
all right.
What
Happy
you what
days.
will that Chinese run you then, for example?
It cost me, I think, €20. I got special noodles. I got two main courses, both beef, and I got some fried cheese.
Fried cheese.
Mm, yeah.
Never heard of that.
Wow, you ain't lived. If you ain't never done fried cheese, you ain't lived. Look, I've been doing fried cheese for fucking like 30 years. Uh, I'm getting hungry by the moment. I don't think smoking this joint helps.
Oh God, the pain, dude.
It was a couple of weeks ago since I had the Chinese. Yeah.
I haven't had a
Uh,
Chinese for a
yeah.
long time.
Well, you see, if you was in Benidorm now, I'd be slapping this fucking Chinese in front of you and saying, Wong Tong, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you can find one that you trust, a trustworthy one.
Well,
There was one in Hinkley in
I
my
trust
next to
this
my.
one.
Go on.
These are actually Japanese, not Chinese. So, yeah, I trust them more. They remind me of Taco. Did you ever meet a Japanese fella up in the hippie community? Taco.
Yeah, did you hear the story about him and his dog?
I never. Oh yeah, shit. That some dickhead fucking murdered his dog in the market, wasn't it?
Somebody kicked
Thursday
his
market.
dog apparently, and it died.
Yeah, yeah, I do remember. Yeah, he was distraught by that. I can't remember who did it, but it was somebody freaking really local, wasn't it?
I don't know, but what kind of behaviour is that, eh?
Oh yeah. And you
Kicking a
know, she
man's
was one
dog.
of Cacueti's puppies. She was one of Cacueti's puppies. A puppy from Mateo. And if I remember correctly, she didn't have a tail, which is quite rare for dogs, not to be born without tails. But Cacueti was born without a tail. Most of her pups were born without tails. Yeah. And I think the dad of those puppies is Juan, which is Mateo's pit bull. Yeah. He was a nice dog. He was. Yeah. Yeah. He didn't like many people, but he loved me. Uh, so he's a cool dog.
I didn't really know him. I knew Mitchie, but I didn't know that. I knew who Taco was. He lived in that wooden house on the left.
Yeah, I got
Going up.
given that place when he died. I got given that place when he died. He told me, Steve, you're now the guardian of the Japanese plateau. Uh, and I did the most respectful thing. I dismantled that wooden hut. Uh, It was that hut that fucking drove Taco over the edge, you know, not being able to maintain it and fix it. That sent him over the edge, that did. And the fucking horribleness of the people in the community. You, my friend. You, my good friend.
Yeah, there was some really horrible behaviour goes up in this part of the world, isn't there? You'd think all this hippie and peace and love and everything, everyone would be like chilled out, but they're more violent than
Listen,
fucking
man,
anywhere else.
like I said to Barefoot, yeah, hippies was a movement that happened before he was born. Yeah, you know, his parents may have been hippies, but he was too young. Gracias. Buenas noches.
Yeah, the first hippies were around in like the 30s.
Yeah, you get me.
That guy who wrote that
So
Nature Boy song.
any of these plastics that think they're fucking on the hippie movement, you wanna send in Interpol and fucking get them analyzed. And I swear down now, all them alternative communities, they'd be shut down and restored to be nature. Yeah, because the 99% of them people would be fucking nicked, sectioned, and sent back home to face charges.
Mm.
Hello, Grizzles. I'm glad you stayed at home in the dry, eh? Turn the light on so you can see what I'm doing. Turn the chair around, stop anybody from sitting on it. Oh, dear. Right. Custard tart, nice to see you. Excuse me whilst I was in the Chinese. DJ Ping is back. Oh yeah, oi oi, custard tart. Innocent people go to jail all the time. Yeah, that was to do with the Guildford Four and all that whatnot. They used talking the Birmingham Six, isn't it? That's to do with that. I see now. I see. I'm back. Went for some much. They normally have to pay compensation to those types. Yeah, that's it. Made them fuckers millionaires, isn't it? Take the necessary steps to look better, Ashley. The hard part is starting, but once you go, it's easy rolling. I'm debt free, so I don't worry about too much. I made spaghetti last night with homemade garlic cheese bread. Oh, custard tart. Oh, where's mine? I'd like to taste your garlic cheese bread. You can keep your spaghetti.
I'm just seeing
Like
these comments. Sorry, Steve. I'm just seeing the comments now.
And you know what? Yeah, a lot of people think the comments are for them when they come up onto the panels, but you know what? Really, it's for the host. Yeah, and when the host wants the panel guests to pay attention, they do something like this. There you go. Pay attention, motherfuckers. You get me?
Yeah, I see how you have to have discipline in the channel. You have to have a few rules, and you have to have a kind of an atmosphere and a bit of an understanding, don't you? Otherwise, it's chaos.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
it's all gone a bit
Now,
messy.
from experience of being a panelist, yeah, a lot of people jump up on panel so they can pay attention to the chat. Yeah, they're not interested in the panel host. They're just interested in the chat. And one thing that they does, yeah, is pays attention to the chat and let it take over rather than having a conversation with the host and the fellow panelists. And the other thing that people does is pay attention to the chat. Um, uh, who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Who's there chatting? You know, are they talking about me? Am I blocked by anyone? That's what they do. Because when you're up on panel, you can see those they're got you blocked, and those that you've got blocked. Noodles.
Yes, Lee, Garrick, if you're still there, I do need to take necessarily steps. I'm doing it, but I think I would have to have plastic surgery taken. Is the real steps that we're talking about? I don't feel very good about doing that really, because the act is in the name, plastic, isn't it? I mean, as soon as you start fucking about with your own face to attract some other person that's only interested in you because you've had your face played about with, you haven't got any wrinkles or anything anymore, then it's a bit plastic, isn't it? I'm all about authenticity, you know. It's funny how what you value in life changes. You know, when you're young, you think, when you can't drive a car, you think, oh, wouldn't it be great when I'm old enough to get a driving license and then I can drive a car and this and that and the other. And when you actually get to be doing that sort of shit, it's a right load of, it's a big disappointment, all of it, isn't it? Driving cars about. It's fun for a
No, I
while.
love driving cars. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Vicky. I love driving cars. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? How you look forward to it when you can't get a drive, when you're not allowed to drive because you're too young, and then once you kind of take it for granted that you've got the driving license somehow, you know?
Listen, but let me update you on something about me. Yeah. I was driving as soon as I met my dad. Yeah. I had my own motorbike as soon as I met my dad. I was going to work with my dad sometimes, but more often I'd go to work with my stepmother. But my stepmother worked in the care home for the elderly, and my father was a forklift diesel engineer. Diesel engineer, but he was working for a forklift repair company. And see, I was able to drive JCBs, tractors, forklifts, cranes, transit vans, Land Rovers, cars from meeting him. When we moved over to Ireland, I was driving tractors and cars very regularly.
It looks like you're working them chopsticks well.
Chopsticks are easy.
Yeah, I learned to do it in Chicago when I was in America because they got proper authentic Chinese places there where they give you chopsticks, and so if they're going to give them, you might as well use them, mate. There's no point trying to fuck about with a fork with Chinese food if you've been given some chopsticks, is there? It's ridiculous.
It's an insult, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, that's it,
It's
isn't
like
it?
eating
That's right
pizza
there, Tiffany.
with a knife and fork. Eating pizza with a knife and fork. Eating Chinese food or Japanese food with a knife and fork is an insult to the culture and to the chef.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
putting
using
HP.
knife and fork for spare ribs.
It's like putting HP sauce on Italian pasta.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm kind of satisfied, though. I must say, I feel very satisfied that that inconsistency came out. I feel somewhat vindicated by it because it just shows that's just a complete, you know. The trouble is though, she can just turn around and deny saying it now, and I would have to deny even talking to her. But I didn't go looking for her. I was walking down the seafront. She was coming the other way, and I seen her walking with her friends, and I thought, hang on a minute, I know that woman because hola senora, no me conoces. Te conozco. First, I asked her if I knew her, and then I was asking her if she knew me. Anyway, I've cut the drinking down significantly, having been on the road for a few days. So I don't think I'm going to get back into the drinking again. I don't like it. Moderate drinking is what I like to do. Nothing heavy, no grill partying.
Hey, Nito. Good evening, boss. I hope it's okay to call you Nito. I'm gonna leave some noodles for the grits. Want some noodles, Chris? I think that's a yes.
I mean, I've got all the email messages and everything. Yeah, I've got everything on recorded. Not because I was trying to record anything. It's just that I don't have any of this stuff thrown away. If that woman was suffering at all, she would have said to me, "Look, can't we work it out? Can't we make it work?" She would at least have said that once, and she never ever said anything like that. She was a controlling tyrant.
Oh. Well, that's terrible to be a tyrant. And then a controlling tyrant, that's fucking, like, that should be criminal. We should send her to America and have her on the death penalty.
I don't wish her any harm, but I want there to be some kind of justice. I want there to be some kind of consequences. If a man did that to a woman,
the death penalty. That's a good thing about death penalty. They don't suffer. You know, it's quick and easy. No, there's minimal suffering possible. No harm will be done.
I wonder how long. After, say, for example, you're in a firing squad and you get shot right through the head straight away. I wonder how much consciousness you do have, how much you do feel, how long can you feel anything for until you're actually dead?
I bet there's a science program that's got that information.
I mean, obviously, if your brain's... Oh, yeah, ask AI. I suppose if your brains are blown straight out the back of your head, then, of course, you're not going to have any ability to feel anything, are you? Not for more than a few... Like when they cut a chicken's head off, it runs about because the body's just reacting to not having anything to control it anymore, isn't it? Yeah, a bit laggy, this computer. Oh, okay, I figured out anyway that it says it might be the battery that's causing the computer to lag.
Yeah. How old's your computer? How old's your laptop?
Oh, the battery's completely fucked. Yeah, the battery needs to be changed. I've got one in the old computer, but I don't want to really go ripping that computer apart yet. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean ripping the battery out, you know. The battery in the old computer will fit in this one because they're only a 2-year difference between the computers and they've got the same connector and the same shaped battery. But they're glued in to the metal, so you got to melt the glue somehow. You got to warm it up to get the glue a bit soft to pull them out without damaging anything. Remember that guy saying to me that I was slurring my speech the other day? I think I do slur my speech, you know.
Yep. They told me that you were drinking Bacardi when I wasn't looking.
Well, they were lying to you because I wasn't drinking anything.
Oh,
And on top of everything, I don't really even like rum at all, especially not Bacardi. White rum, it's foul stuff. I like high
no, it's
quality
not.
vodka, like
Bacardi.
triple distilled vodka.
Bacardi's foul. Bacardi's terrible. Yeah. I wouldn't give Bacardi time of day. But when it comes to Ray and Nephew's Jamaican white rum, that is banging. You won't get no better rum than Ray and Nephew's. Swear down now.
It's like them little bottles of Guinness Export that bloke was drinking on your panel that time. That stuff is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah. You know
Really
that's
malty
brewed
taste.
in South Africa. That's brewed in South Africa.
Yeah, where that ship's come from with those
Yeah.
people who've got that rat droppings virus.
Oh,
Have you heard about that?
what's that called? Where's disease? Where's disease? Is it?
That's one of them, but there's another one called hantavirus.
Oh,
But you're right about that other one called Wise disease or whatever. Yeah, that's another one from mouse droppings. That is.
hmm. Oh.
So they're on a cruise ship, and some people have been infected with this fucking virus, the rat
You
droppings
want to taste
virus.
some of this Japanese beef for you? Grizzles want some Japanese beef.
I've got a burger.
I
Truck.
agree, Nito. Nothing worse than Guinness shit the next morning. That's fucking horrible stuff. I thought during the Easter weekend when the foot and mouth was out and about in County Cork, I drank a lot of Guinness. I thought I had foot and mouth. My ass exploded every time I dropped my guts. It was like worse than a fucking shotgun outburst. Mhm.
Sounds like it was fermenting in there, Steve.
Mm. I couldn't blame the fillet steak that I ate on Good Friday. My mates at the bar fucking absolutely, well, they tried convincing me and begging me not to eat the fillet steak on Good Friday. But I was adamant. I want fucking fillet steak. And I want it rare. I want it still bleeding. Hey, it's Good Friday. Get the fuck with all that shit. I'm gonna make it a great Friday. I want my fillet fucking steak. Mhm. Did you like that? We on another bit. Mm. You like that, don't you? Mm. You like that more than fucking dog biscuits, don't you? Do we get you a Chinese, Japanese every day, should we? I reckon you'd get fat very fucking quickly. See, grizzles can eat from chopsticks as well.
Mm. Is he eating off your chopsticks?
Yeah, he
You
was.
must love that dog, dude.
I love all
Even
animals. I'm not.
even I didn't like let my dog eat off my eating implements and I loved them. My dog, he was so beautiful. So the thing about I like dogs is their good nature. You know, when you've got a good natured dog, they're so nice.
Yeah, yeah. That's what people's are saying about grizzlies all day, every day that we interact with people. Oh, he's so nice. Oh, wow. And thank you for introducing. He's lovely. Yeah, I know.
He is beautiful, dog.
But he wasn't
He's a
always so
fucking
lovely.
he's a rock star dog, Steve. That Grizzles, I tell you.
He's a yellow brick road fucking dog. He ain't no rock star. We don't hang around at rock star. We hang around on yellow brick road.
I know,
Rock
but he's
stars at
rock
the
star
bottom of the road.
quality, even though he's on yellow brick road.
Uh, he's hip hop. He ain't no fucking rock star. My dog hip hop. He pure drum and bass, if anything. He's ska. But no fucking
Like
rock and
Goldie,
roll here.
the
Rock and
Goldie of
roll,
dogs.
rock and roll died with the fucking hippies.
Do you like Goldie?
Um, um, is that one with all the problems with his teeth?
Well, he's got gold teeth, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, no, I don't like him. He looks like an animal.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He looks a bit angry and a bit sort of like primitive.
I wouldn't trust him with
shall
me.
we say?
I wouldn't trust him with me cousins. I wouldn't trust him with me mother or my grandmother's ashes. I wouldn't trust that fucker with no woman. I bet he's part of the P. Diddy gang. He's part of the BBC crew.
Mm.
I don't do peoples like that. Certainly wouldn't have him anywhere near me.
Oh, he's like in the Jimmy Savile sort of a situation.
I think so. I wouldn't put it past him. Looking the way he looks with his fucking attitude.
I'm gonna make a burger, I think, if I'm going to eat something.
See, if you was here in Benidorm, we would be in Japanese with me right now. But instead, I'm sharing with Grizzles.
Yeah.
This tub was filled up with beef slices like this, and not much else. Bit of juice, bit of carrot,
I used
bit of
I
pepper,
used to
bit of
get one
onion.
like that with a tub, Steve. I used to get one like that in England, and it was a special Thai red or green curry. You could have special Thai red or green, and it used to have aubergine, pineapple, jumbo king
Ugh.
prawns, and barbecued roast pork. What else? There was something else going on in there, I think, and it was absolutely lush in the sauce with white rice on the side. So you get another tub the same size as that, full of white rice, and 2 cans of special bitter, and I was fucking well happy. And then a spliff afterwards, and I'd be in fucking heaven after a full day's work.
Mm.
Fucking heaven, mate. Yeah, so okay. So I've been talking a lot to the artificial intelligence to get information. It keeps
Yeah,
telling me not to sleep on the street.
yeah,
Keeps trying to persuade me to go to these homeless charities for things. I'm like, I'm telling it, Lou, dude, I've got money. I don't need any homeless
yeah.
charities. I just don't have a problem sleeping on the street. Although I didn't like the mosquitoes last night. You know, when it's hot and there are mosquitoes, I couldn't be asked to go up to my car and get the sheet. See, if you got a sheet, you can lie on top of your sleeping bag with a sheet over the top of your body, and you don't get too hot, and the mosquitoes can't get you.
Yeah.
But I had
And
to use a sleeping bag.
if you had some bitter oranges and rub the skins to the extent of the aromas leaking out, you wouldn't need fucking a sheet. You'd be able to sleep under the stars.
Oh, don't they like bitter oranges?
No, they don't.
I didn't know that. Well, thanks for that tip. But not sweet ones.
They
Obviously,
don't like
sweet ones that
citronella.
probably like them.
They don't like any citrus fruits. They don't like citronella. They don't like mint. They don't like that hippie fucking patoola oil.
Ah, so you just get a bit of the peel and rub the outside of the peel on your skin. Squeeze it, squeeze the juice
You
out of
could
the
do, yeah.
peel.
You could do, yeah. Or just have it hanging around you.
Because the peel's not sticky, is it? Like the sweet juice is sticky and horrible. You wouldn't want that on you. But the
Mm.
outside's good, yeah. And it does smell great, doesn't it? The citrusy smell.
Yeah.
I fucking wish I'd have known that, Steve. I had a big orange in the car as well. I could have got that orange, ate the orange, rubbed the fucking peel over me, and been fucking happy as fucking Larry. I did sleep really comfortably, but too hot with the
Mm.
sleeping bag. I can just find a little place in a little bit of scrubland both nights. You know, just find a bit of scrubland, throw your bit of cardboard down, put your sleeping bag and your roll of rubber on the top, and you're away. I was well comfortable. The first night I slept really good. You must know that
Mm.
in Genio shopping centre in Velas Malaga by the motorway.
Mm. Probably, yeah. But not
By,
so well.
hey, have you ever been to Torre del Mar?
Yeah.
It's the first time I went there the other day for a shower. It was quite nice.
Yeah. I've covered that whole coastline. I've covered literally the whole coastline from Valencia round to Cadiz on foot.
Well, the worst bit of that then, Steve, would have been from like going from Sota Grande to Guadaranque.
Mm.
Or not?
Yeah, because Soto Grande is a big fortress, tourist fucking complex, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
big port. It's the last port after Estepona. And then,
Yeah.
did you ever go to Castellar de la Frontera?
I've done the whole
Cast-
coastline.
but Castellar's inland. It's where the hippies live up in that castle.
And then no,
Okay.
no.
That's like by when you get near San Roque.
Sam Road.
San Roque, yeah, San Roque.
Mm.
There's apparently a lot of Japanese people living in San Roque.
Oh.
And then you go down a bit further on the way down towards Gibraltar. There's a little town called Guadaranque, is it? There's a river.
Right.
And
Oh,
there's
yeah.
there's a massive like oil terminal, like an oil refinery, and loads of heavy industry. Just about when you start to be able to see Gibraltar.
Well,
Yeah, Franco built all those factories and all that pollution shit, thinking that the wind was going to blow into Gibraltar, but it blows inland mainly over Spain.
I got a moon to goes a couple of Oompa Loompas, pickpocketing cocksuckers. And a crackhead thief, the one that tried stealing Grizzly's dinner. All right, my darling. Well, the cat's gone very quiet. I don't see any
Yeah,
messages for the last since 9:52.
Mach 10.1. Are you in here, Dan? Roger Haley.
You want some fried cheese, too, Chris? Okay.
It was kind of nice to come home, though, Steve, I must say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't take very long, and I was driving very economically all the way. I like to take my time and drive the car with using as little fuel as possible. and putting the air conditioning on when you go downhill and not having it on when you're going uphill.
Oh yeah.
And building the speed as you're going downhill and then dropping the speed off as you go uphill so that you don't have to force the car to use so much fuel, you know? And I
Yeah.
really got the numbers down. I think it was like 5.3 litres for 100 kilometres. But that's still a litre for every 20 kilometres, eh?
Oh.
A litre of diesel to go 20 kilometres. That to me seems like a lot of fuel, really.
You know, whenever I put fuel in my tanks, I never gave any consideration how far I was getting. Yeah, I'm like for me. I mean, that sounds a bit too Timmy from Shrewsbury, counting every bean, counting every grain of rice, valuing every grain of rice. If a kilo of rice costs you this much, each grain of rice costs you that much. It's like for me, fill the tank up, be happy. You know, like yeah, to be counting the mileage. I mean, yeah, that don't appeal to me much.
Well, what I don't ever like to do is put too much fuel in the tank.
So,
Because you then say you've got an 80-litre tank, right? And you fill it up.
right.
I mean, I don't know how much a litre of petrol costs, weighs, but it's going to be getting on for over at least over half a kilo. It might even be a kilo. Might weigh about the same as water. Probably doesn't. Probably weighs a bit less than water because oil floats on water,
Right.
doesn't it? So that's 80 kilos you're carrying around with you. And if you're not going on a long journey, why would you need to use 80 kilos worth of fuel in a BMW 7 Series? You're talking at about 600 miles. 600, yeah, about 1,000 kilometers, maybe at 900. And that's a lot of, that's 9 hours driving. You know, who can drive 9 hours in a stretch?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, but it's not something you do very often, is it?
I'd like to. I'd love to be a fucking haulage driver. Mm, that tastes nice. I'd love to be a long distance driver.
Yeah. Well, I've driven from Spain to England many times in the van, and I can't, it takes 3 days. You know, it's a right bore. But I like to stop and eat at restaurants and go in them French supermarkets and buy nice food to eat and fruit juice and fruit, and red wine and cider.
Hola. Hey, Lucas.
What I don't like to do is go on aeroplanes, Steve. That's something I don't like.
Oh,
Don't like it.
I do. I like all forms of transport, really. But I prefer, yeah, I, s- like, yeah, flying for me, it was like going to the fun fair. You know, it's like roller coaster. Uh, But then I don't remember many times being at a fun fair, going on the roller coasters. Being up on the plane, that was even better.
I don't
Came to
like it.
Spain.
Did you come to Spain on the plane?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I did like. I used to like the food on the plane when you went to Chicago. When you got on the plane on the way to Chicago, after about an hour in, they started serving the meal. You'd be up,
Hmm.
take off. You'd be up in the air for about an hour, and after an hour had passed, they'd start bringing the food out, and you'd have your meal, and then you'd have a nice snooze. You got about The flight's usually about 8 or 9 hours, as far as I can remember. And it depends which way you're going, of course. If you're going to Chicago or back from Chicago to London, one of those directions, it's a lot quicker because you got the wind behind you of the jet stream, and the jet stream winds always go in the same way. And then an hour before you're about to touch down in Chicago, they come out with this hot sandwich wrapped in tinfoil, like a bocadillo hot one. Usually with the cheese and meat melt, like meat slices on a bun, big long bun with melted cheese on it, hot, with some potato crisps, and then after you've eaten that, you've got like another 30 minutes, and you're getting ready to come into the airport.
Oh,
It keeps you distracted. If you had to sit on a plane for 9 hours and they didn't give you any food, you'd be fucking pissed off about it. Like you'd be like, I need to get off.
Torture, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be fucking horrible, eh? But luckily on planes there's food.
Smoke on the plane?
No, not by then. In those days, you couldn't. There were still seats with ashtrays in, but they didn't let you smoke anymore. I think smoking in a plane sort of went out in the end of the 80s.
Oh.
They finally realised that it was a contributory factor to a lot of dangerous accidents. So I think I could shave my head like you, Steve, of course. I usually used to go with a very short hair, very, very short, often shaving it, because I like to do my own hair. I don't like going to a fucking barber. Hey, you know what I did see on my travels, Steve? I first saw this in Almuñeca. Do you know how many fucking barbershops there are in Spain?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking millions of them, right? And have you seen they've all got these fancy polished barber's chairs, and they're made in Spain. I think it's too late for me now. It's too late, maybe. I was thinking I could contact them and sell them that polishing machine I've still got for polishing the barber's chair foundry pieces. What do you call something that's made in a foundry? It's called a casting. Yeah. Casting. Yeah, it was good for me to go down to Fuengirola. It was good to have that conversation with that woman. I've had good real experiences, but I've been suffering a lot of pain. The emotional pain of that relationship causes me physical pain. Can you understand that? The sadness, I can actually feel it in my body. And it's fucking awful, I tell you. It doesn't happen all the time. I go through waves, I can be happy, I can be carefree, but when it hits me, it's absolutely terrible. It's a loss. It's like the loss of something, but I don't know. It's very strange. Strange loss. It's more than a loss. If you can understand what that means. It's more than a loss, right? It's somehow some kind of wound.
Was that nice?
But, whatever.
You like that then? You like the Japanese beef? Huh?
Could cut my head off, I suppose. That would maybe help me.
No, it wouldn't. You'd be decapitated. That'd be worse than being kneecapped.
Turning my camera off anyway. I don't like looking at myself. I look fucking awful. Fucking oof.
Good job then. There's only one of them.
Oh, it's come on again. I was speaking to a psychologist as well today on the telephone from the health insurance people, and they just come up with the same nonsense every fucking time. The same bullshit. If it was as easy as saying as doing what they said it was to do, everybody would be fucking doing it. Everyone would be a psychologist. We'd all be a fucking doctor and a therapist if it was that fucking easy. He says you need to stop drinking and smoking if you're doing that. He says it's not helping you to get over the problem.
Huh.
All of this in Spanish, of course. A chat with a doctor over the internet. That's what I pay 1,150 euros a year for full health insurance. I said to myself, I need to get help. I need help. I can't handle this. I can't do it. I can't process this on my own. I can't turn it into anything good. It's just like a pain that I can't get to go away, and I need to get this pain to go away.
I'm a little bit confused. I think this dish is supposed to have mushrooms, but I've not found any mushrooms yet. Is it too late to go back and tell them?
What is the dish?
It's supposed to be beef and mushroom.
Oh, and you only got beef.
Yeah, it's a very sweet sauce.
Well, we'll have to tell them next time you go back there, if they're shut now, or if it's too far to go, and say, what happened? Did you run out of mushrooms or what?
No, it's not too far, and they're still open. I can't be asked.
I understand, yeah. I'd be the same as you. I would be just like next time. I'd be like, the last time I was in there, I had beef and mushrooms. There weren't any fucking mushrooms in there. What's the crack with that? And he'll give you some explanation and say, I'll give you some extra mushrooms. Extra mushrooms. Extra mushrooms. Oh, they're Japanese, though. That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've often thought I'd like to go to Japan, really, and check the ladies of Japan out. That might be interesting.
I really wanted to go to Japan when Taco died. I was going to take his personal possessions back to his family, but then they just arrived out of the blue, and it saved me that journey.
It's a fucking long way away. There's nowhere any further away than Japan, really, from here. It's like 18 hours on a plane.
Or maybe about 2 years walking.
There's planes that can fly to Japan without refueling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the A350 XWB or the Dreamliner extra long range. They get 200 people on it, and it goes straight there without landing anywhere. Without refueling or going anywhere else. If it wasn't for the traveling and all that, I would go, but I'm not. I've got no interest in traveling. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to be happy where I am, or I just want to go back 15 years to when I was happy already and not have got involved with that woman.
Well, guess what? Too late for that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not totally disappointed about everything, because at least I did try to do things, like with those cows, like with this land. I built a place, I planted loads of trees, I raised cows and chickens and looked after dogs and cats, and had a pretty miserable time of it, really, on my own. But I did meet a lot of different women. But wasn't able to, I guess the just underlying reason is that I'm not able to have a relationship with somebody because
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'm just trapped.
Yeah, trapped. You're trapped in your own idealisms.
I did try to do the ashram thing, with the ashram, but nobody ever came to the ashram that I didn't know. Only Antonio and that bloke, Antonio's friend, that shipper guy from Asturias, who had all that nicotine all over his hands. I said, the first thing you're going to do before you come to my place is you're going to clean your fucking hands. Fucking hell. You know, people who smoke like all the time. I know people that can smoke. My ex used to smoke, that Anna, when I met her. She used to smoke fucking like loads, but she didn't have nicotine all over her fingers.
Yeah, sometimes I've got nicotine stained fingers. I don't care about it, look. At least it's not fucking shit on my fingers.
Yeah, but
Like
I've
them
never
smelly
noticed
ass,
you.
ass
I've
fuckers.
never noticed you having loads of nicotine over your hands. You might have a little shadow of a bit of nicotine, but this guy's fingers were fucking filthy with nicotine. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why have you got all this stuff all over your hands?
Hmm.
He's not well mentally, Steve. He has to have injections. He beat his mother up
Oh, yeah.
because he wanted some money and she wouldn't give it to him.
Oh, yeah.
So the police
I've
had to
met
be
loads of
called.
people like that. I've met loads of people like that on this YouTube. Yeah. I don't have nothing to do with people like that. I wouldn't have them anywhere near me.
A mate of Antonio's.
Well, that says it all, doesn't it?
Antonio's
You like
apparently
that, don't you?
he's trying to get a driving license.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's failed already.
I think because he
God loves
inherited
us
a car
all.
from his dad died, leaving a car behind, and I guess he wants to be able to take advantage of the car. And if he hasn't got a license, he can't do that, can he?
Not legally, I guess. Not unless he was going to invoke the what do you call it, law, the common law.
Everything's good in it, Steve. Even the pain is good. The suffering I
Oh
did
yeah,
these last couple of days, it's trying to teach me something. But
yeah. Suffering is healthy. It reminds you you're alive and to get on with living. And
yeah,
when
but
people are in pain, you can't wait for the pain to release. It's
when
like
you're in pain and
you
suffering for a long time, when you know the person that caused you the suffering is apparently happy and living a wonderful life, it's not much fun to hear that, is it?
that upsets you more, doesn't it? You want them suffering.
I don't want them to suffer at all. I want them to have not abused me and made me suffer in the way that
Okay,
it's
but
made
it's
me suffer.
impossible to go back in time. It's impossible to go back in time. So what you got to do is change your way of thinking and remember the good times. Yeah, like how beautiful it was pumping and pumping her, practicing making babies. You get me? Yeah, if that's all you had. If it
That
was a
that
sex
that
driven
that,
relationship,
that would
be
just make
grateful
me
for the
feel
good stuff.
worse, Steve. That make me feel worse.
Well, you've got to remember the good in order to be able to move on.
That was
Remembering the
one of the
bad, you'll be stuck. You'll be
that was one of the
stuck.
best things about her, dude.
And the more you're stuck, the harder it is to get unstuck.
She had the best fucking arse, the greatest tits. Her legs were pretty nice too, to be honest, and really pretty face. She was a knockout, dude. But
In your opinion, when you sent me photographs of her, I didn't find her attractive.
I know. It's all about beauty's in the eye of the beholder, Steve. Isn't it? That's a good
Dunno.
thing in life that all the men don't attracted the same to the same woman.
Mm. Look, even
She was.
purple Aki's telling you to fuck the past stuff. You know, like yeah, you got a future ahead of you, but while you're stuck in the past, you ain't got no future. You're stuck. So you're fucked.
I played a bit of
Now
jamming on the
nowadays,
bench in Fuengirola, Aki.
you know, change the subject. Good. Yeah.
I know, dude. Dude, Steve,
Did you
listen.
have to change any strings?
Listen, Steve.
Did you have to change any strings?
On the guitar, no, actually, no. None of them have actually broken yet. One of them is going to break because half of it's cut through, but it's still hanging in.
No. And this one goes out to the purple Aki.
Eh?
Eh?
I didn't hear you.
I said, and this one goes out to the purple Aki.
Well, I don't want to start yet. I haven't had my burger yet, really, but I suppose, what time is it? 10:30. I spoke to a load of the lucky guys, right? And there was this Indian lucky guy who was a bit surprising. And they were all very angry, the black fellas, eh?
Why?
I don't know. I was trying to talk to them, communicate with them, and they were all very angry. I was like, "What's wrong? Are you people not very happy about something?" They're not happy, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're not happy, and they live in a different world, and they're living here, trying to sell their stuff. They don't like us at all. Do you know that?
Really?
Shit, some semi-drunk, fucking stoned, white, fucking long-haired white guys laughing, talking to them. They don't like that, dude.
Why not?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out. But some of them were getting a bit threatening, like, after a while. And then I went to the other ones.
So they're living a life of hypocrites. They're hypocrites.
They're sitting there in gangs on the seafront with their towels on the ground with the drawstrings to pick it up quickly. They pull the strings and everything comes
Right.
up into a bag. You must have seen that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all sitting there in gangs talking to each other. None of them have apparently got any woman. I was talking to two of them because we don't know what love is. There aren't any women in our country, he says.
Hmm.
But they were the nice guys I spoke to, those three. Those guys, the second bunch, two of them were kind of friendly and younger and talked to me. They were with this other guy that had really kind of strong facial features. He looked a bit like Herman Munster type eyebrows, with a forehead. Because your mate looks extremely dangerous. And he wasn't happy at all, even with any of it. Because I said to him, I don't understand a fucking word of that you're telling me, dude. I know any African at all. And the other two guys are talking to me because we don't know what love is, man. And I was telling them how I was heartbroken and I was a millionaire and I was unhappy.
Hmm. Of course they didn't like you then.
No, they were all right, those two. They're the ones I actually spoke to. Because your brothers aren't very happy at all, dude. The brothers down the way are not happy.
So you casted a spell on them, and then you expect them to be happy with the spells being casted on them.
I just wanted to know what was up with these people. You know what the fuck are you guys doing? You know, basically, but in a polite way.
Mm.
What what I was able to detect with my intuition, yeah, the female intuition that we've all got, right? What I detected with my intuition was that they're up to no fucking good at all. Is something that they were
Mm.
doing.
Well, do you know what? Yeah, if you've just described what I'm thinking you're describing, these people that are completely illegal, selling completely illegal goods in completely illegal manner. Well, then of course they're not fucking happy. They're anticipating when they're going to get chased and moved on. And then when they get some trumped up fucking rich kid, who fucking stoned and pissed in their face, they really are like confused and threatened and antagonized that you bastards took over their country and exploited their country, raped and robbed all their fucking women for your fucking MTV movies. And, like, of course they're not going to be fucking happy with the likes of you.
I explained that to them, that I knew that the British and the Americans and the Israelis and all these people had been stealing, thieving, and killing in Africa. And I said I feel a tremendous and intense sense of shame over our historical past. You know,
Uh,
you're
and you think they
absolutely
need
right.
reminding of that? You think they need reminding of that?
No, I didn't have that conversation with the ones that were angry. I had that conversation with the ones I was able to communicate with afterwards. The other gang.
Hmm,
There was only three of
hmm.
them. It was the big gang that didn't like me at all. They were like, I'm like, what's going on? They were all looking very hard and angry, and I was smiling and not at all interested in buying any football shirts or plastic Gucci fucking purses or
Hmm.
whatever, sunglasses or whatever else they were trying to sell me.
So you tried
What I'm trying,
interfering with their business, their work time. Yeah, they're men at work. Yeah, and you interfered with their work hours by distracting them with white man bullshit. Hmm?
yeah, I went up to one of them, this other group, and he had like an umbrella on top of his hat.
Hmm?
You know, like a
Looking
hat
like
with
a
an
right old
umbrella on it.
plonker, I bet. Yeah,
And
looking like a plonker.
I goes, that's a very interesting hat, right? And he laughed, and then he said, "Do you want to buy one?" I goes, "No, not at all. I don't want anything to do with it." And then he got kind of upset and wasn't friendly anymore. You see, so all that friendliness is an act.
No, no, that's business, motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's still an
He's a
act.
businessman. No, it's business. It's not an act at all. That's a lifestyle. Yeah. Were you nice and fucking smiley with all your customers, the people that you
Of
wanted to
course,
do business with, or
of
were you
course, I
moody
would.
as fuck? And like listening to you, I know for a fact you're a fucking charmer. Yeah, you're gonna fucking smile, and then behind their backs you're gonna fucking spit on their graves, especially if they refuse to do business with you.
Business for me is about building a relationship between two people who have a need. I had a need to supply machinery, and the customers had a need for the machinery to do their job easier. Yeah, and the best relationships are when both parties are getting a good level of satisfaction from the relationship.
A lot
And
of
if
business
you
don't work like that, and a lot of businessmen don't work like that. Yeah, it's all about show me the money. Yeah, give me your fucking money. I don't give a shit if my product's good enough or not. Yeah,
right,
I just need your money.
well,
Yeah,
listen,
I just gonna take
Steve, in the
your money.
business we were in, where you're talking about a robotic machine, computer controlled, fully automatic thing that's costing the customer nearly, and we're talking 20, 30 years ago now, about $270,000. Um, it's guaranteed for a year, and they're expecting the thing to run for 25 years.
Oh yeah.
Or at least 20. So there can be technical problems with all these kind of machines. There can be the parts that are on machine break, so they need someone who can help them fix it. They need someone that can show them how to work it. They can need someone to show them how to fix it themselves, so they can become self-sufficient.
Huh.
And the best relationships are those ones where they trust you, you don't let them down, and they pay your bills.
Huh.
The loyalty ones, they can. That guy used to call me up in Ohio. Used to go, Ashley, you better get in your chariot and come down and fix our machine.
Huh.
And I'd get in the car with my tools and drive down there 4 or 5 hours away and do the
So
business.
who do you think you was? Fucking Cinderella or what? Hello, Pumpet. Do you think you was Cinderella telling you to get in your chariot?
That was a very powerful company and had a lot of. It bought a lot of machines off us. It bought 6 machines off us, and
Did you give them a discount?
what you give them is good service. If they've
But
got
did
a
you give them
problem,
any discount?
the last 2 machines they got at probably a good. Well, I'm trying to think. The last 2 machines. Let me think. My dad was dying when I got that 540,000 order, right? So, okay, yeah, the last 2 machines they did get at a discount. Yes, the last 2.
Good.
The first
Good.
4
Because
they
buying
paid
6
full whack.
fucking machines off you, I'd expect a fucking discount. I'd
Yeah, but
expect at least one of them half price. You get me?
they bought them one and then another one and then 2 at once and then another 2. So it was a staggered thing,
Oh, oh no, I would have no full whack, full price all the way if they're
Yeah,
buying it
but
like that.
they have to get. Well, I really needed to sell the last 2, and and they were brand new machines, but they were a couple of years old because they'd been sitting in a warehouse. So I was kind of lucky to get rid of it all. They're still using those machines today, as far as I know, and they were installed between 90.
Have you been in contact with them to see if they want your other machines?
Yeah, I have many times. Yeah,
Mm.
but a good suggestion of
And what
yours
they
to
don't
do
want
that.
them?
Yeah. They've got 6, and they've got robots that they got from other people because our robot is a robot for polishing, not necessarily for moving things around with. They've got robots that load the machine as well. So the robot's doing the job, and another robot's feeding it with the parts. See what I mean?
Mm. Mm.
They've got 2 of my machines facing each other, and a robot standing between the 2 of them, picking the fresh parts up and putting them on the machine and taking them off and putting them in the crate for the finished parts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's called a pick
Pump
and
it. Those tits aren't real. Yeah, those tits aren't real. And if she did have tits like that, I mean, her arse must have been the size of Ireland. You get me? Nothing
and
attractive about that.
she would have a very bad back.
You'd need a fucking forklift to carry that one around the place. Not a fucking
You too, right?
not a disability scooter.
I'm
You'd
going to put
never
a
get her
different
in a
one.
minivan.
I'm going to put a different one on, Steve. A bit more realistic.
Do you have to?
Well, I can put other different kind of pictures on. I could put the dog back on.
Hey, Pump it.
Well,
After listening to what this friggin' Ashley's had to say about this one with the supersized tits, there's no way I'd go anywhere near it. Not even with his dick. Dig at
oh,
me.
dude, Steve, you would love that woman.
Oh no, I fucking would not. How dare you even suggest such? She looks just like my sister.
What I need to say to you is I don't mean on a photograph. I mean if she was sitting there next to you, where your tent is, sweet talking you,
I'd be
you would
gone.
fucking.
I'd be gone. I'd be gone. Long gone. I'd leave her in the fucking dust. I'd no way would I give that any fucking time of day. No fucking way. Get the fuck away from me, you dirty skank.
Don't talk about her like that.
Well, excuse me, you painted a picture about her that I can only talk in that manner about her. So if you don't like it, do something about it. You get me?
I've tried to be as honest as possible. I'm going to say here now, I wasn't
You
perfect.
want to
Yeah,
doorstep me?
I was.
Do you want to doorstep me? I mean, I'm on the yellow brick road between the Rio Park and the Rockstar. Come and doorstep me. Do something about it. Pumpets got it. Yeah, I'd rather say I was gay than to friggin' be subdued by that one. I say, bend over. Give me the best view. I like to see the poop.
She had a great fucking ass.
Oh dear. That's a proper Batman talk, that is.
No, because Steve, I'm not really an arse bloke, but she had a nice looking arse, I must say. Very
Arses
fine
are only
Google
good for
update,
one
or what
thing,
is that?
and
I
that's for
don't know.
sitting on the toilet.
And looking at. And looking at them.
Eating her up. You sound like half a Batman. You still in the closet, ain't huh? I wouldn't be looking at no arse and sizing a woman up, say, "Oh, you got a sexy arse, bitch." They'd be like, "No fucking way." I
Don't
look
you
into
like
the
to see a
eyes.
woman? She had the fucking most beautiful eyes you've ever seen.
Now you're trying to lie to me. Yeah, all that I can see in her eyes is evil, pure evil.
Black narcissist void. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? I don't see that. I've got a photo of us from 2002 where we're standing at a
I've
bar.
seen it.
I don't know the
You sent
2002
me
one. I
that
don't know where
photo,
you are.
and I didn't appreciate it at all.
I
I
don't think
don't like photos like that.
I don't think you've seen it. 2002. That's 24 years ago.
Well, if I could send it back to you, I would, but it would still leave a fucking indent on my messenger that I've received that photo, and then it'd leave another indent to say that I've sent that photo.
Pumpit, she had a fucking great arse and she would wear a nice skirt. And I like to see a woman's arse in a skirt, especially if it's a nice arse.
There's no such thing as a nice arse. Yeah, all arses are smelly shit, fucking pushing no good for nothing.
No estoy refiriendo al el ojo del culo. I'm not talking about the eye of her arse or what we call the arsehole. I'm on about the shape of the thing, the bum. Anyway, it wasn't a big deal, but she did have a nice looking arse. So that's all I can say.
Have you ever seen your own arse? Did you ever
My
look at
arse.
your own arse in the mirror? You
I've
have
got
like two
no
mirrors,
arse.
one at front and one at back.
I've got a small arse, Steve. Not
That's
like
too
these
much
Jamaican guys.
information. That's avoiding the question that I asked you. And
Jamaicans have
you're
got big
throwing in too
arses.
much, and then you're adding far too much unnecessary information.
Did you ask me if I looked at my own arse in a mirror?
And if I did,
Well, I'm just trying to verify that that's what you asked me first, so then I can give you an answer. I mean,
and
I
if I
suppose I
did,
have.
and if I did ask that question, what is your
I'd,
response?
I'd like to
Jamaican
give you.
man's arses are handsome.
I'd like to give you an answer. Yes, I have looked at my own arse in a mirror, and I think, well, I haven't got much of an arse.
in comparison to the Jamaican man's arse?
Well, I'm a slim kind of guy. If you're slim, you don't have much arse. If you're fat, you do. People who are fat have big arses.
That's
Yeah.
because there'd be a lot of pressure. There'd be a lot of pressure when they sit down, wouldn't there? If they didn't have a big arse, being so big and fat.
There we go. World. Look at my arse.
Dickhead.
Nice ass, shame about the face, but hey. How long you with her, Alvar? I was with her for on and off relationship of a year, and then 10 years later, I was on a more intense, about 3.5 year relationship of very sweet love bombing and very vicious abuse, control, abuse, manipulation, gaslighting, lying.
So how long was you with her?
Well, about 4 years, if you were to add it all up together, I suppose.
And how long you been separated?
I left in 2016, early 2016.
So near like 9 years you've been separated. 4 years you were together. So you spent more than double the time away from her, but yet more obsessed with her than you were when you had her.
Yeah.
Have you got any tattoos?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't say I was more obsessed with her. Well, I was quite obsessed with her when I was with her. You have to remember that a woman can only control someone who's interested in participating in that. If you say to a woman, no, fuck you, they can't get anything out of you. But then obviously, on the other hand, you have to remember that you have to supply them with some interest. You know, you've got to remember that if you want them to stay with you, you've got to try to work hard for their attention, haven't you? You've got to. Nobody, I'm telling you, nobody is going to just devote themselves to a piece of stone. Yeah, there needs to be some warmth and love and
Well,
excitement.
funny you say that about stones, yeah, devoting to stones, yeah, because I will be devoting the rest of my life to carrying these stones with me. So, like, you're talking to the wrong person about stuff like that, dude. Yeah,
Those stones are beautiful, Steve.
I know. I know, right? But you see, on the subject of those stones that were given to me, isn't it a more beautiful gesture being given such stones? To be recognized as somebody worthy to receive such beautiful stones.
Yeah, I think that both of those points are very, very important. Yeah, not just the beauty of the stones, but the person who recognized the beauty in the stones, who recognized the beauty in you, and thought that you should be the custodian of them.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, Pumpets were already telling you, yeah. Women just want your money. They don't want you, they just want your money. Women need to secure their futures, all right? And women don't want to be involved with poor people because there is no future with poor people. Women need securities for their futures. Men, on the other hand, don't give a fuck about money. Yeah? And we don't really give a fuck about much else apart from ourselves. As proven with many a men that go cheating on their women. Hello, Popsy.
Well, I've never ever cheated on her.
Well, maybe you should have. Maybe you should have had like 20 women on at the same time. And then you'd still be together. Maybe you
I'm
should have had a fucking a Hugh Hefner fucking Playboy mansion
I'm
and have
sure
like
she would.
20, 30
I'm sure
women
she
all
wouldn't
in
have
the
cheated
same
on
room.
me. I didn't think so at the time, but looking back, I'm thinking, yeah, she was probably definitely cheating on me. But people, if they think they can get away with it, they're going to get away with it, aren't they? You know, I don't know.
I bet if I met this woman, yeah, and I asked her, do you reckon Ashley was cheating on you? I reckon she'd say, yeah, he's a millionaire. He could definitely afford like a couple extra women. Yeah, yeah, he was definitely cheating on me. I reckon she'd say that about you.
And why would I want to do that? It wasn't like I never had the opportunity to do it.
Oh, Popsy, he says, I'm a woman and I don't want a man for nothing. And Pumpet saying, listen to us. We here's Popsy. Yeah, we just had a big, massive Japanese beefy dishes, some chicken noodles, and some fried cheese. Fucking banging. And yeah, he had a bit of everything. There was possibly enough food to share with another 2 or 3 peoples. But I ate like a fucking hungry bastard that I am. And Grizzlies ate like what I wanted to give him. I was feeding him everything from the chopsticks. And then I left him a bit of the noodles. Then I left him some the 2 beef dishes. And I left him some of the fried cheeses. You notice all these young women want old men. That's definitely a money thing. Do you know what it is? Pump it. Yeah. Um, I was told, right? I was told as a young fella, women want a father figure to feel safe. Yeah. Young boys are untrustworthy and very irrational in their hobbies. They're too boyish. When men are set in their ways, they're a lot more attractive to the to the ladies. So I'm told. And yes, there is the aspect of older men are more likely to be in their careers and got their jobs and got their banks sorted and their life insurance is sorted. So the women get to like be young and make the man look really old, and then hopefully he dies quick time. So then she gets all his unspent dollars.
What a plan. That's a good plan, Steve. I'm not interested in young girls, mate.
Me neither. And I've said this most of my life. I was always attracted to the older ladies. Mhm. And now
Yeah.
there seems to be like balancing out. I don't think I could go away with something like twice my age. Not like when I was 20 and going with somebody that's 40. Now that I'm 47, there's no way that I'd be with somebody that's 94. You get me? Fuck that.
Fucking
It
hell, I
don't
mean,
matter how much.
first of all, Steve, you'd be lucky if they're still alive, eh?
You get me? And if
No,
she is, she better be rich. She better be a multi-billionaire. Because I'm telling you, I ain't gonna need billions to get rid of that bad taste when she's gone. You get me?
you need a woman about 50, mate. That's what would suit you. A nice 50-year-old woman.
I'm thinking 50 might be too old. Like maybe between like 40 and 50. Yeah, 40 and 50 would be all right for me.
Well, this Anna, right, is 4 years older than me.
Oh, good. She's far too old for me then.
Yeah, 59 this year she'll be.
She's old enough to be my mother.
Yeah. well.
I watched this travel abroad show once or twice, and one of the reasons I watched it the second time was because I seen the old ladies. They must have been in their 70s, and they were going to places like Jamaica just for the Jamaican men.
Yeah,
Uh,
for a big black cock.
I thought that was proper cool that the women in their 70s still enjoy a good rogering.
I like your sense of humour, Steve. 70-year-old white women going to Jamaica for a rogering. Yeah, well, love makes the world go round, mate. That's how it works.
Listen, man. Yeah, there ain't no love involved when it's just a rogering. When it's a rogering, it's a rogering. When you're falling in love, the chance of you getting laid is as often as you want. They're fucking zero. You get me? Yeah. When you fall in love, these women become tight as fuck. You get me? They don't want no rogering. So you're better off just rogering rather than falling in love.
Yeah. Sorry, my darling. Come on your bed. Come on. Come on your bed. Good girl. My guitar in the way. You know, I must have tried to keep you satisfied. The truth you cannot hide. Rogering, eh? I like it. Dude, I'm happy, dude. I'm in pain. It's just a kind of a lost thing. I'm having to learn to let go of something that I was very attracted to or attached to. I'm 47 and I've been celibate for 6 years. Having casual sex is for an animal-minded folk. Popsy, Popsy, you have to like the person you're going to have sex with. Casual, you have to like them, and they
Yeah,
have to
okay.
like you.
Okay.
There has to be something about it, you know. Getting drunk and fucking people you don't really like, it's not where it's at, is it?
Nope, never was. I was never one of them ones. I get drunk with the one I was in love with, and then give him a good rogering.
There you go. That's what I call romantic. Loving the rogering
Normally
of.
they were getting me drunk. And I'm like not really into the drink. Never really was ever into the drinking. And so yeah, just drinking because they were drinking. Hello. All right. Nice Japanese dinner. Nice dinner. Nice munchies. Oh, want some belly rub? Oh. Yeah, well, I want to sit at the door because I'm smoking.
You still on the green crack, Steve?
I'm still on the green crack. I am yet. I've smoked the weed and the hash that I've been given over the last couple of weeks, and yeah, gone back to smoking the green crack.
And what was the change back to THC like? What did you think about that?
And you know what? Yeah, I haven't noticed much of a difference. Yeah, apart from there was that slight thought pattern that comes with the THC. Like, somebody's gonna catch me. Somebody's gonna catch me. This stuff stinks.
And you were getting a bit of a weed hangover.
I get that from the green crack.
Oh right.
Yeah. Like now that I'm smoking this time of day, I think this is like my second. No, it's not. It's my third. Yeah, it's my third one. Yeah, I won't be smoking after this because yeah, the hangover in the morning is so like 2 cups of tea later, and I might start sobering up. Yeah. But it's nice though. I like it. Yes, it does pump it. Yes, it does. It do get me high as a motherfucker. Yeah.
I want to get high, so high.
And the
Safe to
flavor
seal.
is nice. This green crack tastes lovely. You know, it's a pollen, right? This green crack is a pollen, and it's so soft. Yeah, and it's so blonde, and it's just yummy, yummy, like really yummy. And it does everything from yeah, relaxing, relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. There's no brain strain. The flavor is nice. I like it. Shall we have a disco? Anybody objects to the disco lights going on? Pump it, don't smoke, but you do like the smell. Happy day.
Yeah, I like the smell. I smoke and I do like the smell. And it's funny, Steve, when you haven't had weed before, you're like dying for a smoke, and you're walking around, and you smell weed. You can smell it from anywhere, can't you? Hey, I like them lights. That's cool.
Yeah. This lamp was given to me by a Belgium couple. They've gone back to Belgium now. They'll be back for the autumn and winter. They'll be back. And yet they gave this lamp to me. They said, "We've seen you eating in the dark, so we got you this." And he's like, "But I like eating in the dark. I can't identify what I'm eating in the dark. I like it." You've tried it for pain, but it irritates the pain more. Oh wow, wow. I'm not in any pain, right? And but you know, like I am fully aware of my body, and so it is not pain, but it does relax me. It does slow me down, if that makes sense.
Hello, Panthers. Hello, Panthers. It's a pity Dan didn't come up in the live. I don't know why he didn't come up in the live. He was in the room. Maybe he doesn't know how it works. Maybe I should have told him. Are you in here, Dan?
He only texted once or twice, didn't he? Commented twice, I think, and then yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Dan, but he kind of did it to himself, you know. They gave him a lot of chances, the Spanish justice system did, and he didn't pay any attention and just kept going. And because of that, he had to run away from the justice.
Oh.
They told him, don't be driving and don't be drinking and don't be drink driving. And he didn't pay any attention. And he had another accident and then another accident. And then they said, right, we really need it this time. And he had an accident with the dogs in the car and had to run away. I don't know what happened to the dogs. I think he abandoned the dogs and ran away.
Yeah.
Panthers
You know,
get
when
down.
I keep telling you, when I tell you, when I've told you those few times you talk too much personal business of other people's, you know, this is one of those occasions where I'm going to say it again. You know, you're speaking too much of somebody else's personal stuff. It's okay for them to just bring it up in conversation and you to join in on the conversation. Like, yeah, I remember that. Didn't you have a couple of dogs? What did you do with them dogs? I mean, like, but
No,
yeah,
I understand, and it is live, but I'm not taking. We're not going to take it back because he knows that I think that is fucked up, and I've told him about it. I've had to go to court with
I
him
do
once.
too. I do too. Yeah, and from just listening from yourself, I make a judgment about the individual without even knowing anything about him. Does that make sense?
He's a nice guy.
Does that make sense to you?
Of course it does, and I understand that he's not really here to defend himself because he's not coming into the live, even though he was in the chat.
There you go. And then
But
Pumpet asks, is he in the mountains? I never
he is
met the
in.
fella, Pumpet. I never met the fella. I don't know anything about this fella apart from what Ashley said.
He's asking about me, Steve. He's asking where I am.
Oh, where's Ashley then, Steve? Yeah, he's up in the mountains across. He's in the middle of where my dream catcher was and where Grizzle's mountain is. He's in between, but more on the side of where Grizzle's mountain is.
That's the last of the cider. I only bought one bottle tonight. I'm going to make a
Are
new
you on
start.
the Are you on the controversy, Ashley?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yes. He's on the controversy. That's
My
before the Sierra Nevada.
my property is the first uh, start of the Controviesa. The Barranco on my property is where the Controviesa ends and the Sierra Lujar begins. The Matril Mountain, the Sierra Lujar. And then the Controviesa goes all the way to Adra, would it be? Or even maybe, I don't know even how far to Almeria it goes, but it goes quite a long way. Steve, we should do something.
Well, what?
Aren't we capable of making something important happen? I'm not saying that this isn't important. You're very wise, dude, and young. You've got time in front of you. I've got less time. Movement of the people. Let me tell you what. Many people will fight you down. That it when you see the light. Many people will fight you down. La dee 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 dee. Exodus. Oh, movement of your people. It's good though, Steve. We've both been in that commune and we've both seen the reality of what these humans behave like. You've seen a lot more of it than I have. I only used to live in the car park. I would go up to Beneficio sometimes to visit weed dealers mainly. The Norwegians up in the top plateaus had the best weed. You know where the big spring is, and then the mountain divides between like two streams going up the mountain.
Yeah.
The gypsy house, there was a gypsy house, then the spring and the little swimming pool, and then
Yeah.
it went up next to some rocks, and the Norwegians are up there, and Americans. There was these old American dudes right up the top of Beneficio growing weed. I mean, this is 20 years ago, right? If not more than 20 years ago. I was still paying €4 a gram then. But for the
Ashley,
very
do you like it or do you get lonely?
sorry, Steve.
There's a question here. Ashley, do you like it or do you get lonely?
I get lonely, but I still like it. I wouldn't give it up. If I was going to give it up, I would have given it up and gone back to England or gone to fucking somewhere else. I'm a hard-headed motherfucker. It's hard to change my mind once I've made my mind up about something or somebody or whatever. It's hard to give me a new perspective. That's why I'm hung up on this fucking beautiful woman. I'll never see another woman like that again in my life. I think that's almost impossible to imagine. But I'll also never see a woman who's cruel and manipulative. You know, I'd prefer it if she straight up said, you know, I want your money, give me some money, I'll show you a good time, and there won't be any kind of manipulation or damage being inflicted. But these personality disorder people inflict a lot of damage on their victims, but they never end up going to see a psychologist. They never end up going to getting to have any problem over it. They're having a fucking wonderful time.
At your expense.
Exactamente. A mi coste personal. My personal cost. Financialmente y emocionalmente. ¿Entiendes, Steve?
Yeah.
Podremos hablar en español si no te molestes. Si no te molesto. Molestar, to bother somebody. Estoy molestándote. Am I bothering you? Molestándote. Me molestas. You're bothering me. Vete a la mierda. Fuck off. I love Spanish, Steve. I love speaking Spanish.
Plenty more fish in the sea, Ashley.
Perdón?
I hope you find somewhere better. Someone better.
I don't know what to say about that, but I don't think there is someone better.
You ain't going to be meeting anybody up on your fucking mountain, put it that way. Yeah,
That's
not
true.
unless I
Hey,
bring her there. Not
hey,
unless I
Steve.
bring her there. And not unless. Go on then, Ashley.
I had a good time in the last couple of days. I met a lot of people. I'm a great talker. I can talk the fucking arse of anybody. I can talk to anyone, even the black guys selling the handbags who don't like me. There's something wrong with my eyes, though. When I look in my eyes, I don't like the look of my eyes. Or maybe it's the computer screen or something, but I look like my eyes are glowing like evil glow to them. Like some kind of spirit person, you know, an evil spirit. I just don't like myself. I don't know what I look at when I look in the mirror. I don't see me. The me is gone. And that's a terrible thing to have to say to somebody, isn't it? And I don't want to say this to you, Steve, because it ain't not very kind, but I hope that you, in 10 years' time, don't look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, what the fuck did I do with the last 10 years of my life? Because that's what happened to me, and that's why I really sort of lost my mind, you know? I don't like what I am, really. I don't like the
You
way it
know,
looks.
if Grizzles is so fortunate enough to have another 10 years in him, I'll be encountering exactly that same fucking thought pattern the minute he passes. What the fuck have I been doing this for? But in the meantime, I'm loving it. I'm so grateful and blessed that he's with me. You know, if he wasn't with me, I'd be gone with Captain Jack. So happy days. Yeah, I ain't
You've
gonna
got,
be looking back with regret.
yeah, well, you haven't been with anyone manipulating or abusing you. You've just been giving love and care to two beautiful dogs.
Listen, yeah, I reject love from females. I reject it. I refuse it. I've been shown a lot of love from females since my last relationship, and I keep telling them bitches to fuck off, leave me the fuck alone. I ain't interested.
Well, that gives you a lot of power, eh?
Exactly, motherfucker, and that's what I'm trying to say to you. Yeah, take the fucking page out of my book. Yeah, toughen up, man up, and get on with your fucking life.
Yeah, well, hey, you're very much on display to the public, being on right on the street. I'm only doing it for like 15 days of a year when I can get to escape from this place.
See, there you go. When you can escape from that place. Yeah,
Yeah, but it
you're a
was nice to
prisoner
come
in
back
your
here.
own making. You're a prisoner of your own making.
It was nice to come back and see that Arctic Nick Williams hadn't stolen all my things.
Listen, Art Nick Williams may be a lot of things, but a thief, I don't think so. Maybe you steal your heroin, maybe you steal your Valium and your methadone, but that's only to get inebriated on the level that he understands.
Why is
But I
it you
don't
don't?
think he's interested.
Why don't you like him, Steve? What is he? What has he done to you?
He lied about me. He tricked
Oh,
me. He fucking he came at me with false intentions.
yeah. So we could say he's a confused man. He's a troubled person. He's not going to hurt anyone, but he's troubled for himself, and he's a
Oh
nuisance to other
no,
people.
he's hurt a lot of peoples. He's hurt a lot of peoples with his lies, with his vicious fucking way of thinking and his maliciousness. He has hurt a lot of peoples. Judges, rider, police, solicitors, normal people like myself. He's hurt a lot of peoples mentally, which then leads to physical. I'd hate to imagine the amount of people that he's hurt fucking with his lies. They've taken a physical fucking harm to themselves. What he
Well,
done to the Jay Slater family, what he did to the Jay Slater family, that was a lot of hurt. He hurt those peoples with his lies, with his misleading information.
what I think is very strange is how he came on to me giving me abuse. I don't think I saw him and said, "Oh, you're a cunt," and then he started attacking me. He just came out of the middle of nowhere, sending me fucking horrible messages, like real dogs abuse, you know, real fucking like, sick
But hang
shit.
on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Yeah, right. Didn't you join his Facebook group?
No, I joined the Orgiver Massive or one of these. I think it was the
Yeah.
Orgiver Massive.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You joined his Facebook group. Or gave a massive is his.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Sue Halfyard.
There's two of them. And he claims that he set up an Orgiva massive. There are two Orgiva massives. And one of them is his.
Well, the main Orgiva Massive is a woman who did a lot of helping dogs, you know, dog rescue sort of stuff from Orgiva, and helping with the
Yes,
cats.
Pumpet.
The
He
cat.
attacked Ashley years before, like when Ashley had the cows, years before he fucking insinuated that I was involved with fucking weird shit.
2016 it would have been, Steve, or 2015, 2016.
And this Roger Haley that Ashley's mentioned, he's the fella that told me when I was living in Orgiva before I came to Valencia. He told me about the court cases where Roger had gone to court against Nick for alleged abuse of women and entrapment of children.
He accused Roger of being his strangler. So maybe there was a physical altercation between him and Roger or something, or an alleged one. And the police wouldn't help him, so he kind of went online. Then he went against the judges and that. When the police wouldn't help him with Roger, they wouldn't take him seriously. He tried to kick up a fuss about it and go to the attack the judges and stuff. Yeah, now I remember a bit about that. Yeah, but I didn't find this out until after knowing you, probably, Steve, because I don't think I'd even. I know Roger he's got a photos of Roger throwing eggs at him.
Yep.
Or I thought they were oranges, but he said they were eggs.
And I think he was using that as his Orgiva crime, wasn't he? He was using that as his Orgiva crime avatar.
Yeah, that was the main Orgiva crime protagonist. Roger. Roger's a nice bloke. He's got tendencies, let's put it that way. He tried to trigger me one night, you know, he's triggering me. I said, Roger, you're not supposed to try to trigger anybody.
So actually a question here from Pumpet. So then why does Ashley like him, referring to Arctic?
I don't like him. It just that the abuse he was giving me, I didn't take it personally because I didn't even know who the guy was. So, and I knew he didn't know who I was. So I was thinking, well, what? This is just silly, you know. You're giving me terrible abuse. You've got no idea who I am, and for all I know, you're just some internet keyboard warrior. I fucking don't care about. Just I was playing with him basically. He'd send me messages because I'd go, yeah, you're right. Your mother and your dad and all that kind of shit. You know, I just used to fuck about with him, really. But what made it really sinister was there's a bloke in town who comes here occasionally, a Belgian guy who's into the Hells Angels, and he likes to wear these leather waistcoats and with all the patches on and support the Hells Angels, all that kind of shit. and Arctic
Belgium or Dutch? Belgium or Dutch? Is he Dutch or Belgium?
Belgian.
Oh.
His name's Tony Hageman. He's kind of a friend of mine. He wouldn't mind me saying that. He's a nice guy. He goes to me one day, one day I killed a priest. I goes, what are you talking about? You killed a priest. He goes, yeah, I was driving to the BASF factory in Antwerp to go to work in the morning, and the drunken priest got in front of my car on his bicycle.
Huh.
Anyway, he was giving this Hell's Angel a load of abuse as well. But what happened is he said to me in the bar in town, he goes, in the metal bar, he goes, I think you're Arctic Nick Williams to me. Can you imagine? Anyway, I've seen him now. He's a Welsh bloke with grey hair, and he's a bit of a ponce. And
He's not Welsh.
He sounds Welsh.
He's not Welsh. No, he doesn't.
Just to me. He sounds Welsh to me, Steve. I swear, that's my honest truth opinion. I'm not trying to say it to disagree with you. He just sounds to me like Welsh. My auntie is Welsh.
Well, he's not Welsh.
No.
He grew up next to one of the royal palaces.
Mm. He looks like he could be friends with Prince Andrew.
Well, yeah. Well, if you do some research onto his father and grandfather, you'll see that there is connections.
Anyway, he don't seem like a dangerous bloke. He just seems like a lost, misguided troublemaker, a bit of a wrong one, as you would say.
20 years ago, before these social medias, you may have said it's not dangerous. Yeah, but what he's doing is very dangerous. I mean, you got to think about the psychology. Like, in all fairness now, if I was what he claimed I am, yeah, then he's a dead man the minute I get hold of him, isn't he? You know, he's going to be tortured.
Well, what
Yeah,
it is
he's going to be sold up.
It's very. If you've got written evidence that he said that you are what he was trying to suggest that you are what you're just saying you said he said you were saying, that's very, very serious. And it doesn't matter that you're not a celebrity or you haven't got a lot of money. He would have to pay you damages for defamation for that. If you can take it to court.
Yeah, and so would everybody, that's repeated what he said. You know, if they're accusing me, using it to trigger me. And this is something that I've always said. It's a good job I don't have a fucking fat pocket like yourself, because I would have fucking strung him up to the courts already, and every one of his fucking followers.
Steve, I'm a businessman, right? If you thought that he'd have any money that we could get our hands on, I would fucking finance your case against him. If we thought that he'd got €500,000 or €1,000,000 of assets, dude, I look at my eyes. I hate the way my eyes look. What's wrong with me? Looks like I smoke crack.
And see, for most business people, they would be very interested in supporting. But because he's a nobody and nothing, he had to sue his stepmother to access his father's will, because his father wrote him out of the will, and the stepmother claimed all the rewards. He had to sue his stepmother to access.
Yeah, so he doesn't have any tangible assets that we can attach ourselves to. So he's a dead loss.
But for me, it isn't about the wealth that would be received from it. Yeah, I'd much rather see him having his fucking freedom taken to the extent that he's never allowed on social medias again because of the damages that he's caused to other people, myself included. You know, it's not just myself. Yeah, he's done this to hundreds of people.
Yeah, but come on a minute. Hang on a second. Let me just say one thing and don't get offended. But because he attached himself to you in some kind of interest way of trying to say you were a convict or a criminal or a wrong one, you have gained a certain amount of notoriety and success from talking about him on YouTube, because I think there are a lot of people that when you're going on about Arctic Nick Williams, it's genuinely fascinating. It's genuinely
Like, most of the people that pay me attention on this platform don't understand who the fuck Nick Williams is. They don't take on the seriousness of the fucking bullshit he's targeted me with. And the people that do be aware of him, you know, it's like they've taken it with a pinch of salt because that's what they all fucking do. Yeah, they all spread up fucking and make up stories about innocent peoples whilst they cover up their own fucking darknesses.
another thing that made all of that story more pertinent, more poignant, more relevant, is that the guy who was a main suspect in that case had very, very close links to Augiver. And the guy that he was hanging about with in Germany, who'd been through Augiver, stole my fucking solar panel. And I've seen him on the fucking news. I go, that motherfucker stole my fucking solar panel. You crackhead, crack smoking motherfucker. His name was Helga
If you
something.
have a
Helga.
if you have a look at the what do you call it, the olive press Facebook groups, yeah, they go on about that fucking case every day. But you try and talk to the people that's posting up about it, yeah, none of them got anything to say. None of them want to talk about Nick Williams.
No, but they're selling their paper copy, making up stories to get people to read their newspapers so that they can sell adverts to advertisers. I want this computer higher up, really, like that. Yeah. What is that?
See that John Clark, there was one of the leading reporters in that case. He reached out to me, yeah, and he told me who and what Nick was and what he thinks about Nick. And when that Shrewsbury fella came about, he gave me a fucking a rundown of that Shrewsbury is. But you see that John Clark, he jumped at the opportunity of jumping on Decker Heggy's channel. He jumped at the fucking jump. He jumped at fucking going on other people's things. But me being an innocent fucking one that's dragged into all this fucking darkness, he don't come nowhere near.
Fucking hell, tripping over the chairs.
And so personally, I think that John Clark needs a fucking pulled by the scruff of the neck and shaken into fucking position. Because he's doing this all about fucking arse about face. He's one person that has the opportunity. He's one person that has the opportunity of reaching out and correcting the likes of Nick. But instead of that, he's cowering away and somewhat encouraging the Arctic and the likes. Which personally, I'd like to have his fucking job as well taken from him.
Don't be nasty, just sit together nicely. Two cats, no fighting. I put the cats together, but you have to put them together really gently, because if they get put together too quickly, they react and the claws come out and the hissing, and then it all goes pear-shaped. You have to do it. I just don't like the light that comes out of this fucking screen. Maybe because the screen's a bit dark. I just don't like the colour of the light. Look at my eyes. What's wrong with me?
You're an alien.
They
it's
look
the
like
reptilian
gravy.
coming out in you.
Green gravy or something. I look like I'm going to die or I'm on death's door. Do you see that?
Another 40 years.
What's wrong with my eyes then? Am I going to be looking like this for 4 years? Can you imagine me in 4 years' time be like... A serious allegations, Pumpit. Nice to be with you, Pumpit. Dude, I look fucking terrible. I look like fucking dog shit, warmed up. Warm dog shit. Cheers, everybody. India Pale Ale from Mao, brewed in Madrid. Well, actually, it's not brewed by Mao. It's just a Mao branded India Pale Ale, brewed by somebody called Founders Brewing. Yeah, Founders. I don't know where they are or what they're doing, but they're probably just a small artisan homebrew Spain brewing company, and it's not bad stuff, I must say. I do like my India Pale Ale. It's a very special drink. Tasty beer. I don't like beer that's just fizzy and cold and tastes like piss. I like beer that tastes like fucking beer. You gotta stay away from computers with your beer, because my last computer, just like this one, is a beautiful computer. It stopped working all of a sudden. But I'm sure I didn't spill anything on it. Maybe it's just a coincidence. It just went pop. These old computers, the components, there's millions of tiny little components on the board. And if one of them gets upset, a little resistor, a little capacitor gets old and goes pop, you need some motherfucker with a microscope to find it, and a micro soldering kit, a hot air gun, and the right technique and the successful application of the technique, and doing it at a cost that's reasonable. And this guy we see on YouTube is in New York. Louis Rossman, his name is. He's fucking great. He's only a young kid. He's younger than you, Steve. I think he's about 30, 40 now, maybe. He made his money running a shop to repair computers the same as mine that went pop. But they went pop back in the day, like 2 years after you'd bought it. So 2 years after you bought a computer, it was 1,600 euros. Obviously, you wanted it fucking fixed, because you just spent 1,600 quid for a computer and it lasted 2 years and went bang, and it's out of its warranty. Well, if you can get that fixed for $150, you're going to pay it, aren't you? No?
Probably.
Well, mine went bang after 13 years and I can't get anyone to fix it, but I was able to buy another one for 170 euros with a bad battery. So it's all swings and roundabouts, eh? Dude, I'm happy, Steve. I'm going to send that woman another 19,000 euros. What do you think about that?
Dumbass.
That'll really cause her a lot of pain, that will. No? Would that cause you pain?
Don't even touch the sides, but I don't give a shit. Out you me. I just think what I would do with 19,000 euros.
That's what I think. What would you do with it? That's why I keep trying to say to you, let's do something together. Let's try to make something special happen.
Where you are, I can do nothing. Where you are, I can do nothing. Where I am, I can show you everything.
Have to do it here. It doesn't have to be in any physical place.
Right, well,
it can be an internet-based movement. It can be a YouTube channel that we're really pushing. You know, when I do my shorts on YouTube, it says to me, promote this short. And what they're saying is if I give them money, they'll push my short out there and get it to be visible. And maybe I'll get a lot of subscribers, and somehow, you know, if you're trying to sell an idea on your channel, your movement, your way of life, your way of growing ganja, your way of living on the street with dogs, whatever it has to be, like that guy, the hobo guy in America that jumps on the freight trains and rides the cars from wherever. You must have seen him.
Nope.
Well, there's a guy that rides cars, an old dude with a beard and a backpack, and he finds the trains when they're sitting there quietly, and he goes, "That train's running to South Carolina. I'm gonna have to come back here." And they're sitting in there, and he's waiting. Then he gets on the car, and he's sitting in a really noisy metal fucking thing for about 20 hours just to go from one place to another.
I follow a musician who used to do that. His name's C6 Steve. Yeah, and he did all of that. So yeah,
Well,
I
he,
don't
he
need to be
became
watching.
famous as a musician, Steve. I've heard of him in his own right as a musician, C6 Steve. He's a guitar player,
Hmm,
isn't he?
yeah,
I've heard of C6 Steve. I didn't know he rode the rail cars, though.
he used to be a hobo before he made it rich and famous. And yeah, in his music, he sings about the things that he used to do, and some of those things included jumping railroad carts.
Oh. Now then,
And
do you think
one of the things that he was more famous for was making his biscuit tin fucking guitars and such things.
musical contraptions out of junk?
Yep, one string guitars and such.
Right,
Yep.
so have you got any songs in you, or do you think you can sing?
And if I like the songs, I could learn the lyrics. If I know the song, I could probably sing along with the lyrics. But I'm not a singer. I'm not a performer like that.
But do you think you could write the songs? Where the money is. If you're the songwriter, it don't matter who's playing it, as long as it's a hit.
No, I
You collect
I
all the
can
money.
barely write my own. I can barely write my own name. The only reason I can write my own name is because of familiarity out of fucking 40 plus years of writing it.
Yeah, okay, but you can talk. You can tell the story. It's just like telling a poem or a story. If you've got the story, you can tell it verbally, and I can write the thing down,
Yeah,
and then
no.
just put your name at the
I'm a
bottom.
talker. I'm a talker, but I'm not a very good storyteller.
I'm a toker. I'm a joker. I'm a midnight smoker. I make my music on the run. I'm a lover. I'm a picker. I'm a midnight drifter. Sure don't wanna hurt no one. You must have heard that song before.
Yeah, of course. And I used to sing along to it.
The Stephen Farthing Band. On the road with grizzles, we're just working
Chris,
kilometers.
Chris, Chris, Chris,
You could write some
Chris.
songs about being on the road with grizzles.
Come on,
Captain Jack.
come on.
Captain Jack, I love you, my little
Yeah, well,
darling.
it's nearly 12 o'clock, and yeah, it's nearly 12 o'clock, so I'm rounding this up. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Yeah. Well, it's been nice to be in a
Yeah,
chat with you, Steve. Nice to
yeah.
share a bit of
Happy days.
information. 12
Thank
o'clock,
you for
24
joining.
to 12.
Nice one, mystery. Cheers,
Mr. E.
Bumpet. Cheers,
Was Mr.
Mr.
E in all
DJ
night?
Pink. Yeah, you've been listening.
I didn't see him in the chat, though I didn't say hello. I didn't know he was in here.
Cheers, Barb's opinion. And cheers, Dan, for popping in.
Pumpkin,
Purple
pumping,
Aki,
purple
Popsy.
lackey. Yeah, you don't see any information on StreamYard. I can't see how long it's been going, you see.
um, 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Wow.
And
A whole
Travis
night.
is what Nilo Mac. Thanks for popping in. Tiffany, Vicky,
Oh,
Custard Tart.
yeah, we're jamming. I wanna jam with you.
Plastic African,
We're
Ashley
jamming.
Moore, American Dream. Uh, uh, I won't be long now and I'll be asleep, only to get woken up again by the inconsiderate types. Good night, you all.
Good night, Steve. Have a nice night. We'll see you soon.